I don't know why I like the way they sound. I don't know. Yo, it's the Mallory Bros Podcast, episode 82. We can go with a couple different names for 82, Terrell. We can go with, what's my man's name? Clemens? I'm fucking it up. We can go with Raymond Bray. Come on, zoom in, please. Raymond Berry episode. It could be the Jason Witten episode because Jason Witten was, like, honestly legit. I mean, even though he played for the Cowboys, that's a legit 82. Mm-hmm. Or it could be the year 1982. I don't know if y'all know.
Nah.
Diller came out in 1982.
It won't be Logan Thomas's ass. It's the Jason Witten episode. Legendary Cowboy. Nigga came back and dusted everybody off.
He's
Again.
legit. But look, in 1982, Thriller came out. AT&T had a monopoly on all of the phone services in 1982.
Terrance.
E.T. came out in 1982. Hey, look, real quick, 82. I just wanted to say this. I don't know why my phone is being fucking stupid as fuck now that I need it.
You like the dude that go up there unprepared to
It's
present.
like you're using your phone and this shit
You're
is just...
unprepared to present and you blaming the clicker. This joint not even
Nah, for real.
working.
Sometimes it really do be the clicker, though. You be like, I was just clicking and this shit was working. Look. In 1982, this is whatever. The average house, average new house cost, 82 grand. Average salary was 22 grand.
In 82?
In 82. The average person was making 22 bands. And the only reason why 82 is a stick out year for me because we in year 2022. So that's 40 years ago. So 40 years ago, they said milk was 90. Well, look, gas was 91 cents. Tomatoes were 39 cents. You can get chips for 89 cents and shit like that. So my thing is like,
They were talking about how back in the day, minimum wage was like $1, whatever.
yeah.
And for us to be 40 years beyond that and what the dollar's worth now versus what minimum wage is still now, it hasn't moved that much.
The average monthly rent in 1982 was $320.
Man.
Only reason why I say this is because, look, if you look from 40 years ago to 40 years now, the shit done went up. Are we going to be looking at what we paying now? Like, damn, that was nothing. Think about it. If you paying $1,500 for an apartment right now, that's not easy for everybody. Are we going to look at $1,500 in 40 years and be like, you was only paying $1,500 back then for that? $320. Gas was 91 cents. I don't know.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's just that was 40 years ago. I mean, the gas, it's the same gas from 40 years ago, right? I mean, it's not like we got new upgraded 40-year-old new gas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't gas the same? Maybe I'm tripping, y'all. But look, 1982.
Cost of living has gone crazy up.
Thriller came out, and that was one of the best albums ever. Better than any Beyonce project that she had put out. Thriller.
I would agree.
And one of the best videos ever.
I agree. Even though the video, and let's talk about that.
Just wanted to stir the pot.
It's late. It's 40 years later.
Y'all know I love
We can
Beyonce.
admit that the Thriller video was great, but the dancing in the video was trash.
40 years later, asshole. And the video was amazing.
The dancing in the Thriller video, go back and watch the dancing again. We get it. It was zombies. But y'all can stop trying to throw that one at Beyonce. Michael Jackson is definitely better when it comes to the music. When it comes to this dance shit in the video, stop using Thriller. Use a better video. He has way better videos to use than Thriller.
Well, guess what? It's the 40th anniversary of Thriller.
Thriller's a phenomenal album.
But check it. 2022 started with some snowfall on this side on the East Coast. We got how many inches, man?
12
inches of fucking snow, y'all. All of this snow out on the ground right now. I ain't gonna lie, I loved it.
And you know what? It's crazy because a lot of people didn't expect. A lot of people really slept on the snow, and I don't know why. When I went out there and put your windshield wipers up,
Yeah.
nobody else's wipers were up. And even people in the big family group chat, they was like, we probably not gonna get none. It's like, y'all, it's a fucking 100% chance of snow.
We got 12 inches of snow. It's snow everywhere on the ground out here. It was nothing but shortages of snow plowmen. Like, we didn't have that many people who could plow the streets because of COVID. So it's been a definite rough snow experience. And we're supposed to be getting some more snow tomorrow night, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So it's just snow a lot on this side. But I told Terrell, it's good to see all of the seasons. if you live on the East Coast, for real, you kind of blessed to see the snow. You see windy days, fall days, that hoodie season. Some people don't even know none of that. Some people it's just hot all the time. Shout out my boy Dev, Miami out in Florida. He was like, y'all lucky. And I'm like, lucky? And I'm thinking, oh, he doesn't get any snow.
Oh, they don't get nothing.
That's
Trust
crazy.
me, they don't want this shit.
You don't want it.
Did you hear about the people that were stuck on I-95 for up to 24 hours? Some people.
Some of y'all could have been listening to this podcast while stuck out on I-95. Shout out to y'all. That was out here, VA.
That was in Virginia. Yep.
Terrell used to drive that joint, right?
Yeah, 100%. If I was still working, I would have 100% been in that. 100%, either coming or going.
Right, because his I don't know why you look like something. Just I don't know. Anyway, he would have went to work. Lame ass. I would have had to tell him,
on, man.
You know what? You probably shouldn't go. He would have said that. Dedication.
He love Nipsey, but you don't want to listen when he say dedication. Hard work plus patience.
He wasn't talking about being
Some
dedicated.
of my sacrifices done waiting. What'd he say?
Nipsey said,
you know the words.
Nipsey said, fuck the middleman. Not dedication. Go to work. Go to Best Buy.
Terrance, not everybody is
go
on the
to your retail job.
Not everybody's on the street.
There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying you shouldn't definitely, hey, look, if you work for a regular retail job, you shouldn't be putting yourself out in harm's way for this snow. That's the only thing that I'm talking about.
You'll survive, especially because it's
Troy, don't
nobody
try to
going
make
to
it
the store.
Troy,
But when you're responsible for other motherfuckers, you have an obligation to try. That's just bullshit. Everybody bosses till it's time to pay for the losses, till the invoices separate the men from the boys.
Get your hand on my face. He's got his hand in my face and I can't do this. Look, the podcast jumped to later. So
we back.
We back. Hey, look, Weeknd just dropped. Shout out to all of my Weeknd fans. I don't know what his fan base is or the name of it, but if you're a Weeknd fan, turn up his leg. He just dropped Dawn FM.
Yep.
It's Friday. New music. We got Gunna. Drip Season 4. And we believe it or not, speaking of Gunna, just revisited Wanna. Yeah. Turn up to the Niners who saw that.
Yep.
Shout out. And that was great to do. Like, I can't wait to listen to DS4 now. But
yeah, that did kind of help get ready for the Gunna.
Yeah. And I also re-listened to After Hours Weekend. So just I'm fresh on these two albums that's going in. Because I didn't know that Dawn FM is a direct sequel to After Hours. I don't know if y'all knew that. Apparently this is a direct sequel. I'm just trying to stay up with the folks. With the folks. Hey, look, Gunna, Weeknd, both dropping the same day. Do you think there's a possibility that Gunna could sneak and go number one?
No. Honestly, if you're a Gunna and you say you're gonna drop your album on the 7th, and then the Weeknd comes out and says, fuck it, let's just drop the album, I'll be thinking, damn.
And I was telling
After Hours is still one of his most charting album or some shit like that. There's no way you're gonna beat him.
Yeah, I'm just saying hypothetically speaking because they both dropping on the same day. I definitely don't think Gunna would have a chance. But hey, Gunna's a big artist and Gunna got a lot of features on there. He's not beating somebody like Weeknd. Shout out Weeknd. I mean, I think Weeknd's drops now are eventful for sure. Like I think he's a bigger artist than we think.
Who?
Weeknd.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You're right.
100%.
I understand also dropping on the 7th, y'all. You know, the first Friday of the new year. You started your new year off with my album. 2021 is going to be all about Drip Season 4 for Gunna. And it'll be all about Dawn FM for Weeknd. So,
for sure.
If I was an artist,
honestly,
I'd want to drop in January.
If we being completely honest, Gunna doesn't have he won't be able to do the numbers. He doesn't have the fan bases that Weeknd has. Weeknd got black folks. He got white girls that they go to Starbucks. He has parents.
You're right.
He has children. Gunna is a little more niche than.
Yeah, you're right.
So even if they both put out great projects, it'll be unfair to compare numbers with these two artists. Weeknd is just far bigger.
Yeah, Weeknd is the bigger artist. Gunna, I don't think we saw anything for Weeknd yet. I'm going to go and double check, but Gunna released his track list. He's got Future, Young Thug, 21 Savage, Kodak Black, Drake. I think people was throw to the left a little bit to see the Chloe Bailey joint on there. He got a Chloe Bailey feature.
And did you see they were just
Herbo,
spotted
Lil
together?
Baby.
So I think that's a thing.
Yeah, well, yeah. And you know what? I'm not really too mad at that couple. I'm not. Gunna and Chloe. I just wish Chloe would chill a little bit, but
Weeknd
you got
has
Young Blue and CB on this joint. Chris Breezy.
Oh yeah.
Roddy Rich. I think he has a dope feature lineup. It's kind of, I mean, put it like this. For him, I think this is a good feature lineup.
Yep.
Y'all are probably listening to the project now, so y'all know whether these tracks was good or not. But
hell yeah. The Weeknd put out 16 tracks.
23 on Gunna.
Supposed to be, I knew Gunna was going to drop a load, pause. But Weeknd got 16 tracks. And the only thing that was cool that I saw about the Weeknd project, or the one thing that stood out for me, was this Jim Carrey thing.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey either on the project, he's on the last track. But that's dope and different. Jim Carrey.
No, 100. Jim Carrey, hold on, wait. Did I miss that?
You might have missed that.
Oh, Jim Carrey's on Weeknd's joint.
On the Weeknd,
yeah.
He's not on Gunna.
I don't know if, and I don't know if the feature for his joint is going to be like the Jamie Foxx feature on Roddy's album. Me and Terrell, I want to sit Terrell down and make him listen to that Roddy album. And I wanted to come on here and say that a lot of people are just faking on Roddy Ricch's album. Like, I don't know what album y'all heard or what y'all was expecting, but I enjoyed it. I don't know if it was when I listened to it, the vibe that I had, but
no,
I really enjoyed Roddy's album.
I was going to ask you this because you really enjoyed it. Was it good? Or because I don't think people are saying that the album is bad. More so people saying that it's just mid and it's nothing special. Nah, nothing new.
It's people in my mentions definitely saying that it's bad. Nah, that shit was ass. It's like, whoa. That's what throw me. Because if you didn't really like it, maybe. It's a lot of people that's saying it's not better than his first album. But for real, when you think about it, what type of critique is that? Are you going to say that about Drake? Are you going to say that about any of these other artists that y'all love? And when you think about it, that's just a horrible way to judge somebody's work.
Yeah.
Like Wiz, I won't like anything that Wiz does if I always say, yeah, well, this wasn't better than Cushion OJ. I won't like anything he does. I think it's totally possible for an artist to have hit their peak in a way. Oh, but the only reason why I brought up the Roddy project with Jamie Foxx because seeing Jamie Foxx on the album was dope.
But they said he wasn't even on it.
He really was in the end, like, and I hated it. This is what I'll say. That Roddy, first off, I love the track with Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is just featured on it. He's not even on it, though. It's funny because you can tell he got like a 50-year-old Jamie. Jamie was on that joint and said, yeah, see, if you want to do it like how me and Kanye did with some, what'd he say? With some Luther look, what'd he say? What's the slow jams joint? What's the slow jams joint? I'm fucking it up.
Luther Vandross,
she said
Little
she
Nita?
wants some, he said, so if she wants some Marvin Gaye, you know, some Luther Vandross, a little Anita, then you're going to have to slow it down. And then it goes to this little slow it down interlude.
Terrance, that sounds trash.
That
you got on your platform and tried
to cat for this. I'm not even saying that. All I'm saying is
that sounds terrible.
That's what you call people feeling like he wasted a Jamie Foxx feature.
Well, honestly,
all I'm gonna say is,
if the Weeknd come on and Jim Carrey just say two things and then that's it.
Are you expecting to have a Jim Carrey musical feature though? You know what I'm saying? Like he is gonna come on there and just probably be a character or some shit. It's not gonna be musically great. I'm just saying with the Roddy project, y'all niggas are asleep. I'm telling you, there's fire songs all throughout that joint. If you go to the gym, play that Roddy joint. You can listen to the whole project in the gym. I'm sorry. I feel like coronavirus hit right when Roddy dropped his album and fucked everything up.
But Roddy's issue is that
all y'all niggas got Omicron.
Roddy's issue is that he didn't drop no singles, bro.
He had late
some
at
of them
night.
That late at night was 9 months ago.
That I
and
understand.
that's the thing. You said it was some fire tracks on there. Nigga came in my room yesterday
and played fire tracks.
Some tracks that was alright.
You about to piss me off and now
No, you good. Because you're right. He definitely played that. You definitely played some stuff that was dope. But why he didn't drop one or two of those?
I don't know.
And getting people ready for the album.
Well, you know that Roddy said he don't like to be out there like that. He want to come out and drop.
Well, when Please Excuse Me came out, he had Start With Me and The Box that dropped. And then the album. And we got Boom Boom Room. We got Backseat. We got a bunch of great tracks.
Yeah.
I have no doubt in that man's artistry, but I haven't listened to the album yet. So I have no dog in this fight. That is my new saying. I have no dog in this fight.
I like that. All I'll say is, look, real quick, Roller Coasting, Hibachi, Paid My Dues, No Way, not Slow It Down. I'm not a fan of Slow It Down. Man-Made, Murder One, Everything You Need, Move to Miami, Don't I? I'm sorry. I'm naming majority of this album, and I feel like it's good. Y'all check it out. That was the Roddy that dropped, and people were wondering how we felt about that. Like I said, I want to make this man sit down to the right of me and listen to that fucking album. If you love that, please excuse me for being antisocial. All I'm asking for is you just give it another spin. I think y'all niggas had Omicron when it dropped. Just kind of round it off with music. Kanye reportedly working on Donda 2. Any thoughts on that?
Man,
For Kanye to be working on a Donda 2, I feel
way too soon, Kanye.
Yeah, way too soon.
You ain't even got to tour or perform this Donda. Not that you absolutely need to do that, but not if you're going to put out another 25.
It was this Kanye page that said we're going to add Donda 2 to the, it said something like the immaculate list of Kanye sequel albums that never happened. Because apparently he does this all the time. Only bring it up because I feel like if he would have dropped this sometime soon, it would look like a capitalization of this album, which is something he's never really
done. Yeah, you've never been that
It's
dude.
always been something different.
If you drop Donda 2, you're going to diminish. It's going to be received bad. People will love Donda 1. So if it's not better than that,
Yeah.
then...
And then for real, it would never be simply because it's the 2.
It's almost like putting out a great-ass movie, and you hurry up and put out 2, and it's not that good, and it's like, damn, y'all should have just never did 1.
It's like everybody wants to be like Shrek. Shrek 1 was good, but 2 was amazing. Shrek 2 was arguably one of the best sequels ever.
Which one was that? Because I watched Shrek the Third the other night. And
Shrek
that's
the Third is the one where they go all the way out to wherever. Shrek the Second is when he meet Fiona family.
No, Shrek the Third is when... Okay, yeah, Shrek the Third is when...
Shrek the
father...
Third is when he have kids and all of that. The second Shrek is when he go and meet... Shrek turn into a whole regular person.
Oh, yeah.
Son, that movie was... All I'm going to say, we're not going far into that. All I'm going to say is... That accomplishment is what you talking about, and it is not easy to do.
It's tough to do.
Let me get my chapstick real quick.
Grab my blisters right there on the what's the name? You know, we need to talk about that. We need to talk about sequels that were actually great. Great ass number 2s. First one that I can think of, bro, would be Bad Boys. The first Bad Boys was so great. I'm talking about the movie, Martin and Will Smith. But the first Bad Boys was so great. And then the second Bad Boys was like, damn, this shit was fire.
The second Bad Boys was good, but like, hold on, wait.
The first Bad Boys
was good, but what is Bad Boys 2, even though in our community it is?
Is
that a movie that's known to be
I'm talking about great
good? Is that a good movie?
I'm talking about great sequels. And Bad Boys 2, say what you want, that joint was great. The action, this was prime Michael Bay before Transformers, when Michael Bay had respect.
Nah, you're right.
That shit was good.
Nah, you're right. I'm not mad at it.
And when you talk about box office, like, that joint, they blew up. They went off.
You're right. I'm not mad at it. But just to stay on par with the music, I feel like Donda 2, that's a little, it's just a little soon, and it just goes to show that when you rush the sequel of something,
it ain't good.
You definitely could take away from the fucking steam of the first one.
Right.
What's more important? Who you are or who you want to be?
I think they should be one and the same, but I guess fuck questions like this.
Now, there's a reason why I asked you a question like this, though.
Who you are or who you want to be?
Because you know what the regular answer would sound like, the answer that I think people would say? Who you are. And I said, damn, you know what? Let me just think with the devil's advocate, you know what I'm saying, sitting right there. Is it more important who you are, or is it more important who you want to be? In the world we live in now.
I think before you can really cement what you want to be, you got to know who you are already. Otherwise, your expectation that you have for yourself could be flawed.
Yeah.
If you're not being honest about who you are now.
But I'm thinking more so in the sense of like, in this world,
what do you want to be though?
Let's just say you want to be like a thug.
You want to be that.
Like, say just a random person who's out here trying to be that. Is it more important in this world now? Only reason why I'm asking this question is this. I'm going to just fast forward. It just seems like the world that we moving in right now, even with the technology that they making it so that you don't have to be yourself if you don't want to. Like the Avatar world. We got shows on TV now where you can go in there and sing, and you're singing behind an avatar. You ain't even got to show your face.
Oh, like The Masked Singer?
Yeah, like The Masked Singer. Even the show that Roxy hosts where they're actual cartoon avatars singing. It's like your avatar. Even with the metaverse, about the big selling point about the metaverse is you could be yourself or you could just be whoever. You could be whatever you want.
I got a question for you about the metaverse too. That's along those same lines. But go ahead.
Just like we saw in Ready Player One, where people would go into that universe and be something different. We're already like seeing that with Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. Like you got people like 6ix9ine, people like academics who niggas swore he's really this, and he gonna have to end up living on that. But for real, he won't ever have to. 6ix9ine ain't ever gonna have that day where people say, "See,
Terrance, you don't know that. You don't know that."
I'm not talking about if somebody does something to him. I'm just saying he's never gonna eventually say, this is who I really am. Like, what's most important to him until he's not here is who he wants to be and not who he really is. That's the only reason why I asked you that. Like, damn. I feel like the right answer is who I am, because that makes me who I am. And that's true. That is essentially more important. However, it just seems like we live in a world now where they're trying to tell us that who you really are doesn't really matter and who you want to be is more important. Don't it seem like the world moving like that?
100%. The right
who you want to be is more important.
The right answer is who you are, but the internet caters to The internet caters to who you want to be. And like, you know what I was thinking? Like when it comes to the metaverse, right?
Yeah.
Would you be black in the metaverse?
Yeah, I would. My character would. Same way I pick a black person for the Wii, or if I'm creating an avatar anyway, I pick black.
And I said the same thing, but
like if you black and you don't send the black thumbs, and you send yellow.
If you black and you sending if you're not sending the black thumb, then you're not
you're
not keeping it real.
You can change the colors.
But this is what I was going to ask you. Just on the other side of that, would somebody that's black be wrong for making a whole metaverse character white?
Nah.
Don't you agree that would get them in more rooms?
Well,
that would unlock a certain level of privilege that they may not have?
And you know what? That's crazy because you speaking about that universe like it's going to, and that's I feel like what they trying not to do, but
that's what I'm thinking.
You're right. Is in that universe is race. That's why I would probably not want to be a color for real, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm representing myself, then maybe. But if it's just something that I'm making,
for sure, yeah.
I might rather be a fish or a lion.
Oh, I don't know if you can do that. Can you do that?
Yeah, you could be a robot. You could be. Think about Ready Player One, bro. That was the best example of this shit. If you want to just be in that world and be a shark, like think about it. In Ready Player One, if you haven't seen Ready Player One, I would suggest you go watch that because it's based around a universe of people who use VR
to live a completely different life.
Different life. Like, it's not about who they are in the real world. It's about who they are in that universe. And it's like a game. Either way, I feel like it gives a good viewpoint on what we going to see with something like that.
With the metaverse. But this is my thing. If you...
You make a good point about the privilege, though. If I'm a white person in the metaverse, do I get benefits like I do in the regular universe?
Race is a universal... is like a universal standard, believe it or not. People may not want to believe it, but race is everywhere. So if you are black and you have an interview in the metaverse, you know what I'm saying, or you try and get a job in the metaverse.
That, man.
But this is my thing. I'm not saying people should do that, but statistically,
it's a good question.
Statistically,
because I don't feel like I'm ever going to have an interview in the metaverse.
Not you. It's not about you.
Well, okay, bet. You're asking me.
But in if you don't think about you. Think about
I'm not
in
thinking
the future,
about the metaverse. Like that's to me, that's that negative. It's just negative to think that. That's like bringing and inviting. That's not what it's supposed to be about. I don't think it's supposed to be, oh, wow, do I make my character white? Because if I make my character white, then I have more privilege. And it's like, damn, we talking about a metaverse.
Nah, but you see, people
job opportunities.
People like to leave out
then
things.
You're making it seem like you're going into something that has a structure that you're trying to be a part of. Nah, this is just somewhere you could go.
But the reality is that they've already, remember, before I even left my job, they was already talking about virtual assistant interviews where you don't even have to interview. It'll be like a machine that records your answer, that asks you the question, record your answer. You could just go listen to it.
Yeah.
They was talking about doing shit like that. I'm just saying, in the future, people probably will be doing interviews and all types of shit in the metaverse because we already doing stuff like that now with Zoom and Microsoft Teams and shit like that.
Nah, 100.
And so you can't just say, people like to leave race out when they talk about stuff because they want to talk about the good, but they don't want to talk about what could potentially be bad about it.
There's going to be that aspect of it, I guess. But just to dumb it all the way back, to like about who you want to be, I feel like that goes into it as well. Is it important for you to just put exactly who you are, even somewhere like that? Or would it be more important for you to just showcase who you want to be? Yeah. Is it more important for you to live your true life and who you are right now, wherever you are? Or is it more important to you to go out and live the life you want? You ask your family and friends around you, they might be like, you a Johnson man. You need to live like a Johnson man. And you might feel like, fuck living like y'all. I don't want what y'all have. Sorry, sorry, my bad. But fuck living like y'all. I don't want what y'all have, you know?
Yeah.
I want to live a different life. Is it more important to keepsake that family name? Or is it more important for you to go and live out your real life? That's just a question I got for y'all. I don't got an answer to it.
And then it could be looked at as folding if you go into the metaverse and you don't.
We're not really talking about the metaverse. I don't want to make this a metaverse convo. This is more just about like regular life, Terrell. This not really all about metaverse. I'm just saying
I was just talking
a Johnson
about,
man is like whoever you are. Like, it's not really about the metaverse, but I mean, I feel you.
No, I just wanted to say that because it could be looked at as folding.
If you
be something else, but you still, if that means you won't get a job and come out of that shit.
Or you just change the trajectory of your family, whatever you're doing, even if it's something different.
Because believe it or not, the shit is kind of weird when you think about it.
What?
Being in the metaverse.
I'm not even talking about the metaverse. You're bringing this up. I'm really just talking about who you want to be in your life. Some niggas are like, yo, I want to be a singer, but my whole family is full of construction workers, and they already got my job lined up for the family
100%.
name, and you feel like, damn. That's why only reason why I'm saying, damn, is it important for you to just try to be this person, this lane that you in?
Well, if that's the case.
Or is it more important for you to go out and just be who you want to be?
If that's the case, it's way more important to focus on who you want to be. My favorite cinematographer, Bradford Young, his whole family, 60 years of mortician. And he was supposed to be a mortician.
He was supposed to be a mortician, but he said, I'm going to be different.
He's the first man in his family to step away from that and focus on the shit he do behind the camera.
I'll end it with this. It sounds like the right answer is it's more important to go after who you want to be, but you got to remember to stay who you are.
But if you don't know who you are, you can't really focus on who you want to be unless you know who you are.
Is it more important to figure out who you are, or is it more important to just figure out who you want to be? Look at Boonk Gang. This nigga was out here jumping on niggas' tables and found out who he wanted to be. He never sat back and said, who am I? That nigga was doing it the wrong way, but look where he ended up.
He made a whole life change.
It's almost like, damn, do you...
Because some people don't know who they want to be. It's unfair. Because if you ask me what I want to be in 20 years, I really don't have a solid answer, but I can tell you who I am right now.
Nah, it's not about a 20-year thing neither. It's just really about who you want to be, period. There's some women out there that just want to be bad jumps, bad chicks.
Do they?
Yeah, bro. These chicks that are going out and getting BBLs, they going out and doing all of this shit. They want to have that. They want to have, what's the girl name? Jada, the baby's girl.
Jada? Yeah.
They want to have that type of just vibe where people look at them and be like, oh, that's an Instagram girl. Oh, she bad. Like, oh, yeah. Like,
you mean some girls? Not all.
Not all girls. I'm just saying some people are sitting there wanting that, but they can feel like, nah, I'm going to just stay in my lane. I'm going to just wear this. And that's them not going after who like they feel like they want to be. Bro.
But is that healthy?
That's the only reason why I was bringing it up, because I feel like it brings up good convo, because it's like, damn. Is it, all right, bet, is it healthier for her to stay who she is and then feel like, damn, I could do that?
I think it's healthier to be who you are.
Man, it's healthier to go out and...
Because this Instagram shit is a facade, bro.
But dude, look, Boonk Gang had to jump on niggas' tables and get his ass beat, do all the drugs in order for him to learn, though. My thing is, what if you never reach for it and then you're...
Cool, so he went and got saved and whatever.
No,
he's still not...
I'm only using him as an example because it's like, at least he was going all the way and then realized that shit didn't work. I feel like a lot of people have, and I was saying this too, we have like ideas that are like great outfits that we saving. And it's like you never get around to really wearing that outfit because you waiting for the opportunity to come. Like, you never really get out that good idea because you always say, you know what, now's not the time. That time never comes. That idea sit in your closet just like that good-ass outfit that you never wear. And then by the time you do get the opportunity, you sitting there saying stuff like, damn, I got to find something to wear.
Yeah.
Damn, like.
You're not even confident in going with that one. You don't even give a fuck
about that idea anymore. Or that. Look, I wanted to ask you this because I seen this on Twitter. Girl said, my ex used to show me pictures of IG models unprovoked and tell me, you could look like that if you tried. Guys, that man hated me. Now, when I read that, I said, first off, and I talked to my homegirl about it, it's definitely fucked up, fellas, ladies. It's fucked up to show your 100. Partner a picture of somebody else, period. And say, imagine your girl come up to you and say, you know what? And we a little bit more easier.
I've been through this. I've 100% been through
that. You have.
But go ahead, yep.
We a little bit more easy, but your girl come up and say, yo, you know what? Look at this dude right here. You see how he got on this Gymshark muscle shirt? You actually would look fire in this shirt if you were to wear stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You could sit there and definitely be like, really? You would show me a picture of another dude? I get it. However, I feel like she said, guys, this man hated me because he said you could look like that if you tried. Yeah, that's a very, very shitty way of conveying the message that he conveyed. But I felt like instead of your takeaway being that he hated you, he just like saw some shit in you.
Nah, Terrance, you can't do that.
You right. The way he did it, you can't do it. But I don't think that your takeaway should be that he hated you. Low key, he could feel like he don't know how to tell you, but he feels like, yo, you on a way higher level than you really think. I've met mad chicks that have a horrible mindset. And then you like, yo, you see this? Like, you really could be out here like these chicks. Like, not like you an Instagram model only giving a fuck about money, but you have, some chicks don't think they pretty, but they pretty as shit. And it's like, damn, for real, this pic that you posted, you could have posted that. Like, it'd be little shit like that. And women will think
that's different than showing somebody else and saying, you could do this.
You could look like that if you tried.
Because
that don't sound like he hate her to me. That sound like
you not with her for her. You want her to change to be somebody else for you.
I don't believe that. I don't think that's
a fact.
Terrell, I don't think by him saying that he wants the other chick. He basically saying, fuck that. What I got could be on this same level. You're just intimidated so much by the fact that he showed you somebody else or she showed you somebody else. That's all we ride with. But for real, if we keeping it 100 with ourselves, if your girl came up to you and said, you know what? Look at this dude right here with this beanie on. You see him with this beanie? You would look cute in beanies. Does she hate you? She want to fuck this nigga that she's showing you? Or is she really just telling you that she can see, you know what? I would like you in this. But look, this is what we was talking about how dudes can say certain things. I mean, women can say certain things to dudes and we don't take it too offensive.
Nah, because
but you can't really say specific shit like this to.
We don't speak on it.
Somebody who might be a little sensitive, not even just women.
Yeah. I don't think we speak on it as openly as women do.
Oh, so you think we be hurt? We just don't say nothing.
Yeah. I've been through that, bro. Remember I told you I was in a relationship before that changed the way I dressed and everything.
All right, well, look. This is a good person to talk to because my question for you is, did you feel like she hated you? Because this girl said that man hated me. That's my part. I'm like, whoa. Yeah. Did she hate you for telling you that?
For that, no. She could be speaking. She could have a different experience.
Yeah.
But excuse me. What I could say is, for me, it just make you feel like I'm with this person because I really rock with them.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm what they want, and they continue to validate that I'm not.
Now you're right. Now, if you keep saying stuff like this, you're right.
Because I understand, like you saying, I understand why a man would tell a woman.
Me too.
You could do this.
But I understand how he fucked this up too.
It's a thin line too, because like you saying, it's cool, but he could be trying to help you. But at the same time, it could be received like what I'm saying. Like, she could easily spin that to say, he don't really like me.
Yeah.
So her saying he hated me is probably an extension of her thinking he don't like her.
Because he's telling me that I could do this and I can do that when I just want to be me. Why can't me be enough?
Right.
I get that.
Because because think about it. People don't think about it. You make that person self-conscious about what they wear. I remember dating that girl. I used to be self-conscious about what I would put on after that. I would be self-conscious about how I shop. I would be thinking I don't have enough money to really... Imagine you get with a chick and she like, why you don't have no Dior? Why you don't have no Balenci? Why you don't... You'd be like, damn, I guess I should...
Dior and Balenci. He just blew this shit out of me. I'm sorry. But look, nah though. All right, bet.
Because if you get with a chick and she do that, you might...
All I'll say is this, y'all. Even though that's a rough patch right there, you're going to learn from that. And for real, those be the people that will level you up. Yeah, you can get with somebody that rocks with you.
Hell no, Terrance.
You ain't going to let me get it off. He ain't going to let me get it off.
So they should go buy Balenci and Dior.
Nah, all I'm going to say is this. If you got the heart to stand with somebody like that that's on that level and you willing to take the route of being humble and saying, all right, bet, I'm going to let her level me up. Like, when I talked to this girl back in 2014, like, she was nothing but designer, worked at a consignment shop, fucking...
That's a trash folk.
Look, worked at a consignment shop, had dough, made way more money than me. And because I knew that, and I knew she had a little bit more of an understanding of the fashion, I would take her advice mad serious. When she would buy me shit, I'm like, yo, she about to get me. I remember she bought me a hat, fucking dope ass hat. And I said, where the fuck did she get this? And I'm telling you, it's just certain people out there that can level you up. The girl might say, why the fuck are you wearing Gymshark right now? And you like, what the fuck is wrong with Gymshark? You know what? Fuck, did somebody get somebody that like me for me? Okay, cool. That's cool. You're totally right. But my thing is...
But you're not really answering the question,
trying to get off that these people don't like who you are.
I'm not just saying that.
Trying to get off that these people don't like you is I don't think that's factual. I don't think this girl can say that the dude hated her. I think more so he could have said, you know what? Before I just say fuck this girl, maybe I try to put her on that level. And he went about it the wrong way trying to do that.
Okay, we'll put her on that level. Don't show her pictures of the shit. Actually buy her the shit.
And this is what we was talking about.
Because this is what
my homegirl told me.
You did not answer the question. I asked you if your girl tell you Balenci and Dior. You might not be able to afford that. She might not be able to buy it for you. We're not really
talking about what you can afford. If it's that, then you're right.
Because if
him saying
you want your girl to get a BBL, you can't pay for it.
Terrell, he not saying you could look like that if you tried me and you can go and buy a BBL. That's not what he's saying. He probably was basically saying, yo, it's certain girls that's like, no, I would never wear that. And you gotta tell your girl, fellas, I know y'all been in that situation. You gotta tell your girl, you know what? You could wear that. You would look good in that. Sometimes you gotta be that person that says that. All I'm saying is,
okay, I get that.
I don't always think that this is somebody who don't like you for who you are. I think sometimes people can definitely say, you know what? Put it like this, I don't think that I'm the flyest that I'm gonna be in my life. And I don't think that any woman would meet me and think, this is a fly-ass person right here. I feel like there's a certain chick that I could meet that could say, where's your this, and this? And it's on me to be like, damn, you know what? I can't afford that, so that's not why I'm buying it. It's not like she's coming for your pockets. More so that she's saying, you know what? You should be on this level. And look, you not being able to afford it, John like make you look intimidated by that. It's not really her. You're like, oh, I can't afford that, so I need to be with somebody else.
Terrance,
whoa, she wasn't even doing that. Like,
think about it though. And let me ask you a follow-up. Because you are somebody that can afford to wear all types of designer. But you don't because it don't really mean that much to you to, you know? So if somebody was to come in your life and say that, and you like, that doesn't mean that you should be.
That's true, but it also depends on how much that person means to me. Y'all got to look at certain people that's on a higher level than you as an asset and stop looking at them as a threat. Y'all got to stop trying to be especially for my fellas, stop trying to be on the highest level. You got to be the person that's running it and doing it. Like sometimes you just got to be humble. Because for real, I know that there's chicks out there right now that's into fashion, even men's fashion, that'll get my shit all the way together. And if I'm intimidated by the fact that she's going to be upfront with me and saying that, then I don't need to be with her. I do need to be with somebody who's just going to say, oh, sketches today? Cool. Like,
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but there's also nothing wrong with somebody trying to put you on. That don't mean that they fucking hate you. That low key might mean that they might be reaching out to level you up.
But what if you're not able to be,
though? Then you can just, like I said, you could bow out, but you shouldn't be. No, but you shouldn't be walking around saying that people hated you. People didn't hate you because they tried to make you a better you. Them saying, why the fuck you keep wearing beanies? Why you keep wearing beanies? Bald head ass, you can't even wear nothing because you a bald nigga. That's why you. Then it's like, whoa, like this person hated me.
I didn't interpret her saying he hated her outside of what the way she interpreted him telling her that. It's like, is it a little drastic? Yeah, but if somebody always wants you to change everything about you,
keep saying always. She talking about
Terrance. You keep minimizing what she said.
My ex used to show me pics of IG models unprovoked. You're taking it and saying
like that if you
always
you making it seem like he just talking about clothes. He could have been talking about anything. She could have internalized that as hate.
You're right, but what
this
we
nigga
talking
hate me.
All right, man. It's easy to do what you're doing right there. Oh, she could have been. It could have been. All I'm saying is, for the most part, people who tell you stuff like this would not hate you because for real, if they hated you, they would just leave your ass. They wouldn't try to tell you to do nothing. If I didn't like you, I'm not gonna say, you know what, you should start wearing, you know what I'm saying? You should start wearing shorts more. I think I like your legs. You wouldn't say shit like that. You would just leave her. That's why I'm saying it's hard to get off the, oh, he hated me. He was very poor in his communication for wanting better for you, but hated you? Hey, look, this just all rounds back to the conversation that we started, which was, is it more important about who you want to be or who you really are? And look how far and deep that goes. Is it more important for her to be who she wants to be?
It's more important for her to be who she want to be than what he wants her.
I'm sorry.
This is not that. This is what he want her to be versus who she is.
What if it's somebody she want to be, but she feel like she don't got the heart to do it? Or somebody he wants to be. Let's stop talking about the ladies. Ladies, I know y'all got a dude that might have a dude in their life that's like, look, I want to be a rapper. I can rap. He might actually be able to rap, but won't do it. And she puts that pressure on him to be that. You could be that.
You right, but I want you to understand that this is not that. This is
you
not
don't
the same
know
thing,
that though.
Terrance.
You don't know that.
This is him telling her who he want her to be.
Terrell,
this isn't who you are versus who you want to be.
All I'm saying is you don't know that.
Because obviously she don't want to be that.
All I'm saying is if he telling you you could look like that if you tried, I can get how you can say
it's fucked.
It's fucked. That's a fucked up way to say it because it looks like, damn, I don't like the way you look now.
What if she really trying? And then you say, you could look like this if you tried.
Nah, fuck that. I feel like the easy thing to do with somebody giving you this info, Terrell, is be offended. They seeing the greatness in you. All right, look, we're going to end it here because we have a bad tendency of going in a big circle about. I agree with what you're saying.
I didn't want to hear what you said about one thing, though, because you was getting ready to say what you didn't say. What? And that's when I said, buy her the shit. Remember when I said that you was getting ready to say something? You said, I was talking to my homegirl.
Me and talked about that. And this is my thing. If you buy somebody, if you go and buy her these things, and she's like, nah, fuck that. She could give you the same response right here. Where he says, how you think she would respond to him saying, you could look like this if you tried? She can be like, I don't want to look like that. Or maybe I don't want to look like that. Or I don't really give a fuck. And then he of course he fucks up. But look, low-key, is that not low-key doing the same thing? Is it not low-key doing the same thing if I go and buy the outfit and say, yo, you should wear this?
It's a little bit.
You still might be off the fuck that.
If you buy your girl, like I was talking to my girl about this. And my girl said, if you bought me something that you thought smelled good and you want me to wear it, I would wear it because you think I smell good in it.
Cap.
Type shit.
That's cap.
Now, if she don't like it, that's one thing.
That's cap. She's not wearing some shit she don't like because you like it.
No, see, that's what I said, though. Okay. If she don't like it, that's one thing. But if it's all right, but she know you fuck with it a lot,
yeah,
she might rock it. Or if this ain't really her style, but she know you would want to see her in it, and you went as far as to buy it,
yeah,
and say, maybe we could, maybe you could rock this type shit. Yeah. She might be more inclined to do it versus you showing her a picture of another bitch.
No, that is bad. That's very bad. But bottom line, him buying you the outfits for real still says the same thing. It's just an easier blow. That's why we said he fucked up showing the pics. If he would, you basically said if he'd have just bought. But the bad thing is, you go and buy this shit. Now, people, what we're not going to talk about is how there's pressure on your girl now because she know the money been spent. Now she might give you a fake ass, oh, okay, yeah, I might wear this. She's never going to wear it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you feel like just showing her the idea. Look, she can figure it out. Look, you should wear something like that to the beach. Look, that's what she's talking about, saying, he hated me. He just said you should, instead of wearing a bland-ass one piece,
you don't know.
Instead of you wearing a boring-ass one piece, how about you wear a two-piece? He hated me, y'all. Did he?
You don't know the extent.
He hated you?
You don't know the extent.
And Terrell's a Tyler Perry ass. Look, he's a Tyler Perry ass.
For this, all right, bet. Keep your energy.
Terrell being real
capping for this nigga right now.
How am I capping?
Because you
the
trying to
tweet
minimize
already
it.
shits on him. I'm just saying on a different sense. You trying to Tyler Perry and say, you know what? He wasn't shit. He was showing up pics all the time.
Damn. I gave alternative. I said he should do something different. That's all. That's all I saw.
Hey, look, for the ones that's listening to this, just dummying it back all the way to what we was talking about. Do you think it's more important to be who you are already? Or do you think that we might be moving towards a world where it might be more important to be who you want to be, even if that's not who you are already? And I know that's the fake way. And I know it seems fake, but we're not really talking about,
fake
of course,
shit,
like
man.
essence.
Fuck that. Fuck
we're not really talking about
be who the fuck
you know what I'm saying?
you really are.
Be who you are, but also chase that person that you feel like you can be is what I'm trying to get at.
I get you. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
And don't change when nobody say you should wear this or you should do this.
Right. Don't do that. You're right. But also, be humble enough to see that other people see the light in you that you can't fucking see.
That's a fact. Remember what I said at the beginning of the year? Remember I was like, I said it's something there every day. There's nuance and something. Remember I was like, you gotta be.
There's rain and snow in every week.
Yeah. What I said. Speaking of my fucking cough that I cannot get rid of, new COVID strand. I hate you.
I hate you. All the way out.
Everybody was saying that this stands for I hate you because they hate us.
And they said it has 45 different mutations.
46.
Look, and they said that's double Omicron.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
Honestly,
So let me guess.
it will be here.
Booster. That's
the only thing that killed me, and that's what I was telling people. Whenever there's a new strain, it'll be here. They already found the flu Rona in what was that, California?
This is what I don't get, y'all. And Terrell thought I was crazy. I said, how do we know that they're not just making these strands somewhere in an effort to get more people to get the vaccine? And I told Terrell, I mean, it's not like the company is all about getting healthier and being more healthier. When have we ever seen some shit like this happen? Never. And I'm not anti-vax at all. All I'm saying is we'll see a new strand all the way out Ghana. That other strand, or what, Delta was always somewhere. Omicron, all the way across the world. Next thing you know, America is riddled with the most Omicron cases around the world. And these other places where it started, they got a handle on it because, they have a better country than us. Yeah, they know how to run their systems better than us.
But you won't admit that
that's what I don't get.
We have a fucked process over here.
But Terrell makes it seem like we're just living savagery.
We are.
Like the majority of Americans have stepped it up a little bit as far as
motherfuckers can still
you
go.
know that's fucked up. We can't even say that.
No, you right.
I feel like we've all stepped it up. We be trying to wear our masks. When I go out, I don't see a bunch of people acting reckless.
You like
wearing whatever.
You like the white dude that's talking about how you and your family not racist. But when you look at the majority of shit that happened,
I feel like that's off. I feel like that's not a good take.
Because Terrance, think about it. It can't be a good take. It all come back to leadership. Because back in the day, that's what happened. It would be white folks that be like, I'm not racist.
But you're talking about racism right now. Well, I'm talking about you're painting me away. That's why I don't like that he do.
No, I'm not.
Why is he bringing up, you said I'm a white man?
Terrance, I said racist? You like because even though you have good intent and you right, people have stepped it up. When you look at the majority, and it goes back to leadership, people still out here wilding more than any other country. That's true.
Okay, bet.
So you are on the good side.
So I don't.
But you don't represent the majority.
That's true. People are out here wilding as a country more than every other country. Yes. That's why we have the most cases.
I think our leadership.
I'm not cool with just saying, yeah, you're right. We have the most fucked country. Are you kidding me?
We have the
these
most
other
fucked
countries
process.
Should be smashed with this fucking with these viruses.
But they actually have processes in place.
Every country.
Terrance, there's 1.4 billion people in China. 1.4 billion, and they had 100,000 cases. That's why 300 million motherfuckers here, and we have 465,000 new cases. This what you want to think about,
y'all want to blame the
China
U.S. Y'all are blaming the people who live here for that.
We blaming leadership.
You're not blaming leadership.
No, we are. The leadership of this country is the reason why everybody can just think about it. China,
so wait.
When China shut
sick
down,
of with y'all niggas that say this. We're gonna fast forward. What should the leadership be doing then? Like we should be like China? Y'all think we should be shut down everything?
But Terrance, look at the cases.
I'm asking you.
I'm not saying shut everything down, but we need to. I think we should go back to like nobody should be able to do a concert right now. I don't even think they should have clubs open. They're not letting people.
Sporting events, everything is open.
Look, you can fill a whole fucking stadium up.
Dog, fuck that. They have sporting events in China.
Did you see the Green Bay game? The Green Bay game, 70,000 deep for the Vikings game that they just had. You can't tell me that Rona not floating around that joint. And would it suck? Yeah, it would suck because we hate it when they shut shit down. It was terrible, I'll admit. But you can't on one end be doing a Rolling Loud this weekend, such and such nightclub open, everything open, even the schools is open, and then on the other hand be upset that we got a bunch of cases and then act like you don't understand. Because, believe it or not, people not wearing their masks.
Okay, Terrell. All right, bet. Fuck that. I'm sick of Terrell saying the same shit every week about Corona. All I'm saying is this. Because he always flood out what I'm really trying to say with that. Okay, yeah, it's the humans' fault that live here. We're fucked.
No, leadership.
We're savagery.
Not y'all, leadership.
No, but like because leadership doesn't set any laws, we just go out, we have a good time, we going out sporting events. In China, they not going to sporting events. No other country that going to sporting events. It's just Americans. That's why we getting fucked up by Rolling Loud and shit like that. Bet. Meanwhile, none of these viruses have started in our country. None of them.
Okay, you say that because what does that change?
What does that change? My thing is what I'm saying is I don't get how this case right now, IHU, is in France. Watch this motherfucker come to the U.S. and then we have the most cases.
I just told you why.
Terrell, how did y'all find the first case in France and now all of a sudden it's riddled all through the U.S.? If you found the very first case there, you know what people are going to say? Well, it's a virus. You don't know who that person touched and you don't know how it spread. Okay, bet. Why is it not spreaded like wildfire there? Why did they have one case of Omicron in Ghana, it seemed like, and then all of a sudden, the U.S. is flooded with Omicron? I don't get that part. My thing is, all right, bet, if a virus is traveling the way y'all saying it does, who travels to France and shake that dude's hand? Terrell thought I was far-fetched by saying
it's mutations. And honestly,
Terrell thought I was far-fetched. We don't know. All I'm going to say is I understand that we don't know how viruses work, y'all. And I'm not saying, how did it end up here? All I'm going to say is, don't y'all find it funny how it comes here and it's the worst? Omicron wasn't even over here. It's over here and it's flooded us.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It is weird.
And y'all are trying to say that other countries have better practices than us. I'm like, what are they doing that's so crazy?
They're authoritarian and they're not afraid to shut everything down. Also,
I'm sorry, y'all.
This is the thing.
I can sound real ignorant on this. Not what we meant.
No, but you know what? You have valid curiosity behind the shit. That's true. But like we said before, America is a collective. Like we were talking about how China is a soup.
Terrell, I get it.
Listen,
please do not tell me about. I get this. You saying the same shit.
Let me just say this for the people. I never told them this.
You have said this already.
No, I have not.
Go ahead.
China is a soup. Everybody Chinese. Everything meshes. Everything comes together. You eat a spoonful of soup. You can't say, oh, this is that. America is a salad. You're eating a salad. The lettuce is completely different from the tomato. Completely different from the cucumber. It's just all together.
I feel like it goes together like a soup, though.
Kind of, but this is my thing. We don't have one uniform goal. Right. Everybody is trying to do their own shit.
I get that, and that's like, I get that, but I'm not even talking about that. Like, yes, I get that part. I'm just saying, believe in you're saying that on one sense, but then you say on the other sense that we should just, that it's all, you know what I'm saying?
It's our leadership,
think that do you see how when you take the stance that Terrell's taking, you just are fucked. It's the we don't know role.
We can't change it.
That's the fucked up part, though. We probably could. All right, we getting off of this.
But how would we change it?
You see, we would have to start pinpointing actual things.
Shutting down shit.
We would have to do the process of elimination, what's working and what's not. But because we always say, well, we don't know. Well, it could be this, it could be that. We will never get anywhere. Who stole it? Well, I don't know who stole it. Well, it could be this, it could be that, it could have been him, it could have been him. Well, we don't know. Well, guess what? We just lost the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
But you don't want to stop.
We just lost this.
But you don't want to shut your door, put a lock on it. And
No.
you wonder why you getting robbed.
We be scared to say, you know what? It was Andre. Andre's fired. Even if it wasn't Andre.
Terrance, the Andres are going to say.
Y'all think about Among Us. Think about Among Us. You just had
Terrance,
to go with
we
you
could
had
never
to go
do
with
that
your gut, and that shit wasn't right. And I'm not saying that we should do that with actual people. I'm just saying we don't never have no definitive mark on what the issue is. We always saying maybe it's, and guess what? Guess who's just getting fucked when we can't figure it out? Us. We just getting fucked.
Everybody wants their rights. Everybody wants to be, to their business to boom in America. And so we don't even have that little call table we can go to like on Among Us. Dude, hey,
right.
Because we would never decide to kick somebody.
Hey, look, that's crazy. For anybody that's listening to this, are we gonna have to get back boosted for IHU? I guess we'll see. For my folks out there that still haven't gotten vaccinated, you want to take that extra mile and get the protection, get the vaccine. For my folks who aren't vaccinated, please stay safe. Try to keep up the same practices. And we just going to try to rock out in 2022 how we can, man. Fuck it. If they going to throw 4 different variants at us, just know we still going to be here rocking. So, fuck it. Like, that's all I'm saying. Fuck it. As long as we still got breath in our bodies, we can go back and forth. But it'll fucking separate us for real. This whole thing will separate our world the longer we got to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
And part of me feels like that's a part of the plan. Any way they could try to say the world separated, with Trump, it was separation for 4 straight years. Yep. Biden wants to come together and say, bring everybody together. We got another reason for the country to be divided. It's weird.
But,
y'all pay
Terrance,
attention.
we will be divided longer if people don't actually try to do this shit the right way and not just say fuck it and all come together and spread the disease around us.
All I'm saying is
we'll be divided longer.
All I was saying just now was that your choice is your choice. And I don't think that divides me from you because your choice is A and my choice might be B.
Yeah, but
I feel like the world is definitely peeled down the middle with the president saying, if we got people being responsible and getting the vaccine. Okay.
But this is what I'll say. I don't support people anymore that say stuff like, everybody just don't need to don't let this ruin their life. Live your life. Because people don't think about that and still think safety. They think, all right, Ben, I'm about to just do what I normally do and just live my life. But that keeps it this way longer because there's going to be more cases.
Those people who are deciding to live their lives aren't creating more cases.
Think about all the people that decide to live their lives and say fuck it and go see their family on Christmas, and then their whole damn family got COVID, got Omicron.
A lot of those people were vaccinated. That's what we're talking about, though.
But you're right. But you know what? That has nothing.
You're
right, because that has nothing to do with.
A lot of those motherfuckers who caught the virus were vaccinated.
You're right, Terrance. Stop trying to make it all about the vaccine.
No, but that's the reason why the world is split. The vaccination.
The virus is the reason why the country is split.
That's wrong.
Not the vaccine.
The vaccine is the reason why the country's split. It ain't the virus. It ain't like we got zombies. Yo, y'all some sick niggas. Y'all stay over there and we stay over here. Nah, it's, oh, you're not vaccinated? You're the problem. You're actually the reason why those hospitals, people start throwing shit on you.
That is true, though.
You know what? I feel like we've been on this for a minute.
It's a never-ending.
Yeah.
Speaking of vaccine,
hey, look,
Kyrie playing.
Would it be 2022 if we didn't have a COVID argument? Would it be a current podcast?
Yeah, that's 3 years. 3 years of this.
And that's crazy to
You could go back to our 2019 December podcast that we did in December. We was talking about how that shit was coming, probably.
That's crazy. It's been a part of our world. That is just the craziest thing now.
Lost hella people beyond that shit. I did want to talk. I mean, I guess we could talk about the Fresh and Fit podcast. Yeah. I mean, not necessarily. We don't have to go into detail. I don't really have a clip to play, but y'all probably seen this week the Fresh and Fit podcast is 2 guys. They market themselves as a male podcast. But they came under fire for Asian Doll was on there. They was talking crazy to her. They've talked crazy about black women. They've talked crazy about women in general. It's a very misogynistic, male-only audience podcast. And I don't like people comparing them to Kevin Samuels because Kevin Samuels is not that.
Nah.
Kevin Samuels don't do that.
Kevin Samuels has moments, though.
These dudes is like Tommy Sotomayor or somebody like that. Remember that dude that was on the Twitter, ran the Twitter Spaces crazy, that one night I was listening to it?
Yeah.
They more so on that level of where it's just always, like the shit that they say if you look at the clips, way more offensive than Kevin really give it up. Kevin will be honest about these situations, about what men's decisions are, but he never went crazy like that.
Nah, he had some moments where he was just flat out disrespectful, though. I'm not gonna just rat him out. I'm not just gonna bail him out.
Nah, but Kevin,
he's definitely had moments where he's kind of been like, damn, that was kind of rude. But I mean, is he always off? No. Sometimes is he wanting it in irritation? Yeah, but sometimes.
But these dudes was saying stuff crazy shit like.
It's crazy to me that you saying that. 'Cause when I first showed you the clip, you said that you didn't think that it was that crazy.
I never said that. What I said, no. First of all, context is important.
Right.
The Asian dog clip with her friend interrupting 6 times, I said I don't have a dog in this fight.
Before you
I don't have a dog.
Before you even knew that the girl interrupted 6 times.
I told you about it.
You told me.
I told you. I said if she was interrupting 6 times, he has the right to be like, yo, y'all can't do that. I said from the beginning, his tone was fucked up, for sure. But if they was y'all like having a side conversation on a podcast as somebody that runs a podcast, I could understand why somebody would be like, nah.
I would never understand the way he was talking to her. That's what I was telling you. Even if she was being rude, dude was just doing too much.
I don't have a dog in this fight.
I have a dog. I don't have a dog either, but I can just clearly see you should never be talking to somebody.
This is what I'll tell you.
Bro, I was talking to that girl. Come on, bro. He's clearly seemed irritated.
The clips of him talking crazy about black women, the clips of him, of them, the way them saying something about darkies and shit like that shit.
Shaniquas and Shaquishas.
Yeah, see, that shit, I don't even have words for it. That shit should not be able to exist.
I feel like you just proved that you don't come in contact with black women, so you just think that they don't fuck with you, but you don't have any experiences with them for real.
Or you have experience with a couple, and now this is your...
You still tricking off of your middle school experiences and shit, you know?
Look at the women that they have on their podcast. I don't know if people know. I've known about Fresh&Fit for a long time. For about a year and a half now. Shout out to my boy Amanique, told me about him first. But the type of women that they have on there is nothing but video vixens, OnlyFans chicks. So they're not even really... I really feel like if they did come in contact with black women, they probably paid for it or something. I don't know.
I'm not hating on them. Get y'all money, whatever y'all doing, whatever y'all do. I'm not really necessarily trying to speak on their shit more so than I don't like. They are definitely the part of this podcast and shit that gives dudes like me and you a bad rep. Because it just looks like dudes just sit there and just talk about. My thing is this: we talk a lot about interpersonal relationships and stuff like that, but I don't think, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. Me and Terrell don't sit right here and be disrespectful to any group. Terrell would never let me, and I would never let Terrell. Y'all remind us. Y'all pull up the receipts if y'all got them of a time when me and Terrell were just completely shitting and disrespecting on somebody. Never. That's why I told Terrell. Deserved it. Even if we had a girl who came on our podcast, who doesn't podcast often, and she keep on talking, Terrell, there's been times with me and you early on this podcast, there's been some shit that you doing that I don't like, or it was mainly me, and I'll sit here and be telling you, nah, don't do this. Nah, we shouldn't do that. And you know what people have always said? Yo, why did Terrance get so mad? Yo, it was not even that big of a fucking deal. As much as I remember, I used to be like, but they don't even get how I was just trying to do this. Bro, when you have that, one thing that I learned about this shit for real is even if it's your party, even if things going left, you gotta be able to move with respect. Once you start disrespecting shit, it's like fighting fire with fire. Yeah, you just about to all gonna blow up.
If somebody disrespectful to you, then you don't match that with disrespect, especially when you the professional and this is your platform.
This is your platform.
You just shut it down.
Talking to her like that.
You just shut it down and move on.
And I think it just kind of showed that y'all might not really be fucking with black chicks like that. The way y'all talk about them when they not there, the evidence we have of how you talking to her, it just came off like y'all don't fuck with black women. And especially, if y'all don't,
and when you run it, when I knew, I said they gonna run these niggas receipts, cause I know about Fresh and Fit. because, academics be on there. Like, it's always some viral clip from their podcast where somebody's getting checked or some shit's happening. But what I did want to say behind this whole thing is don't focus so much on the puppet that you miss the strings. I think black male podcasters have an obligation to protect black women via our platforms, and we have to protect our masculinity as well.
100.
And what I mean by that is this discourse between you going back and forth with women and degrading women, and now you got black men against black women.
Right.
What does that look like? You know what I'm saying? It looks exactly how they want it to look. This is everything that they want y'all to do.
Yeah.
Like, the Shade Room, even though I follow them, is toxic as fuck. It's just a cesspool of black drama. It's a cesspool for anybody that's on the outside of the culture to just be like, look at this fucking dysfunction, just everyday dysfunction. And so that's why I'm saying black men have to protect black women via our platforms, and we have to protect our protective stake in the society. We got to show that we actually give a fuck about our women like warriors would back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Because we're making each other our enemies.
I just feel like the gas that people are giving this podcast makes it look like that, but for the most part, I don't think that all male podcasts are shitting on women.
And I'm not saying that. I'm just
saying?
saying this is an example of some bullshit. Because you see, this made it to Shade Room. They've never been on Shade Room before.
And that's why I was saying, look, is it more important to be who you are, or is it more important to be who you want to be?
I hate that question. Be who you are. Fuck who you want to be. Who you are right now is going to manifest the person that you want to be.
What if the person?
Because how are you going to be who you want to be now? How are you going to focus on that now if you don't
see?
If you don't know who you are,
the way that you looking at it is different from me, and I feel like some people will pick up on what I'm saying. It's like, do I go after it? Because look, we live in a world where, what did you say? All publication is good publication. You were just sitting there telling me before this started that they picked up 75,000 or something, about 70,000 followers.
Because people feed
and
drama.
the way you was talking about it, like this was an attribute, like this was a good thing. You didn't say that it was a bad thing. Because you were making it seem like it's a good thing. So what I'm telling you,
drama. So yeah, they're growing.
What if you wanted to be true to who you are, a non-drama free person, but you run a podcast, right? And then you say, you know what, we about to just start stirring the pot. And I'm going to get out here and we're going to be this. And your efforts of trying to be this, now you want Shade Room. Even though this isn't. But would your podcast even ever be here?
Terrance, that's why when I said, would you be. You right. You see
what I'm saying?
But I don't know why you see.
Is it more important that we remain this honorable person to who we already are? Or are we meant to evolve into somebody else? I'm sorry.
No, you're right. And I think it's dangerous when people weaponize who they want to be. They weaponize who they are to hurry up and get to where they want to be. That's why, do you remember when I said, and this is a different example, not necessarily weaponizing, but remember when I said, would you be white if you was in the metaverse? Because who know you for real? And then you could just unlock a different level of success. And when you take off the VR, you with your folks.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the same thing where people are going to get out here and do crazy shit to just blow up their platform.
That's what I'm saying. They're out here doing some quick for the moment to get viral. To me, that's what y'all are doing.
That's their whole podcast. It's all controversy. It's all, even before they had guests. Now they be having the OnlyFans chicks up there. And all they do is talk shit about them, how they make their money.
That's why I'm saying, is that going to set you up for long-term success or short-term success?
Yeah, because
I feel like you're going to get short-term fame, like where you're going to get that fame quick. Bet people know who y'all are now because, y'all the podcast that be saying that bullshit.
Right.
Is that the long-term success route you want? I told you I always think about how Nipsey said you could make a specific move early in your career for the position that you in, thinking that it's a dope move, but it's really a nerd move. It's really some shit that you will never live down. Yeah. Like, when you wasn't on, you was doing that clown shit. Now you on, people have a hard time looking past all your nerd moves.
That's a fact. Hey, did you ever finish Insecure? Did you see what happened with Issa?
I did not finish the Insecure finale, no.
So, Issa... So
I basically saw it because my TL ruined it, but I didn't finish it.
Well, it just reminded me of how on that show, she runs a company, and she partnered with Kofi Cerebo's character, the dude Kofi that.
Wow, I didn't know he was in that job.
She partnered with him, and the shit didn't go right, and the shit blew up on Twitter.
I remember that. Yeah.
And she started losing because of that, because people started saying, "Oh, you the one that messed up with Crenshaw."
Yeah, he came out on stage and did that crazy shit.
Yeah, so this shit for them, this is terrible for them. For your shade room moment to be this.
That's why. But look, like you said, they're seeing success.
On the other side of it, they're picking up followers. Because people like that shit, bro.
So is it more important that you hold on to your morals and be this moral-filled podcast? Or do you run up 75,000 followers in one day by reaching out and being something else?
That's the devil, right? That's the devil right there. The devil, I can give it to you now.
I can give it. You're right. I'm not speaking to be motivating. I'm speaking to spark the curiosity in y'all minds. That's all I'm trying to do. As y'all noticed, I haven't really taken a side. To me, it's just a question that's been lingering. Is this who I'll always be? Or will I evolve? Am I a flower that haven't yet all the way opened up all the way? It's still buzz that y'all motherfuckers cannot see, that I can't see. But we all act like we done. I'm out the cocoon. I'm a caterpillar now. I mean, I'm a butterfly now, spreading my wings and flying. You could still be in the beginning stage of y'all cocoon. You ain't even nowhere near coming out of that joint yet.
Or you could be out and not even know it, and you mentally still a caterpillar.
We all are just fucked. We're just done.
Modern Warfare 2 was such a moment
100
that we will never get back.
You're right.
Modern Warfare 2.
Is it also fair to say we didn't really, and
you know what?
We won't get it back because it was the first time we ever had something like that.
Yeah, and we was talking about the possibility of like having twins. This is random and shit.
Yeah.
But I always said, like, if I ever had twins, I would not do what happened to me. Where you have your kids have 2 friend groups, but me and Terrance growing up had 1 Xbox 360. So through the whole Modern Warfare...
2 friend groups.
I'm sorry, you have 1 friend group.
Okay.
And you got two sons. And
yeah,
1
it was
Xbox.
the worst, y'all.
So throughout whole Modern Warfare 2 phase, we had to trade off who play online. Sometimes I would get on and everybody's on, and then Terrance play after me and nobody's on.
Everybody gets off. I'll get on after Terrell and be like, yo, fellas, what's up? And they're like, yeah, we about to get off.
Yeah, and that shit used to be the worst. I always say I will get my kids 2 consoles. I don't give a fuck if I bust my ass, put that whole shit on my card.
How dope would it be to be friends with twins like that? You know what I was thinking about? What if he was one of the... I remember Rico. Rico had all that energy. You would get off, and I would get on, and it would just be me and Reek playing. And you know what's crazy? Rico would stay on with me all night, and it's like, damn, this nigga just went and recharged and came back a whole new person. Can you imagine if you was real cool with this dude, and then he get off the game, his brother get on, and he's just as cool, and you got a whole new energetic version?
Yeah, it's like fucking... And then look, he's ready to play.
Go. Yeah, he's ready to go.
Yeah, man.
Oh, but you only bring that up because of the greatness of that game. That was our first online. We was stuck on that shit.
So many firsts on Call of Duty. Before I went to college, I had been called a nigga. Before I had been called fat lip, this, that. On Modern Warfare 2 introduced me to levels of life that... Like, that's why when they played them, I was on Twitter, they had the music. Yeah. And I said, niggas don't even know how this sound to me.
The music, yeah.
And it was still one of the best story mode. This is some nerdy gamer shit. I just felt like I had to say that because, we'll never get that back.
I don't think we'll ever get just that community back. That Call of Duty community right there. We all had that one goal, which is 10th prestige, or I'm going to get all my camos up. I'm going to get my headshots up. Like, but we all kind of had one central goal. Once you was 10 prestige, for real, you was just out here just playing the game for what it was. But with these new games, with these battle passes, and you got to fucking buy shit, it's just not the same no more.
Yeah, see, back
then, it's pay to play now.
Back then, all the guns was on the game. If you got this, you
had to earn your shit.
And then remember, if you prestige, all your shit went back. You had to run around with a little MP5 and
earn that shit back. And it was just earn. And
then they started letting you save one.
I promise you, this pay-for-pay shit really ruined it. Because guess what? These games are able to make more money faster because, I don't got to play the whole game. I can just buy this. Bet, I'm going to just buy it. That put more money in my pocket because most of the time, y'all was only spending $50.
Look at what happened to 2K.
Same with 2K, but it ruins the game, y'all, like, because the game now is you could just buy a bunch of shit. I played this the other day, my team. I said, how did you get all these fucking players? No way.
He probably bought them. And what was crazy?
And I'm like, you ain't hustled that hard to get all these players. You bought this shit. And these days, you're better. Not because of your skill, but because you could afford to buy gadgets.
Because you could afford it. Back in the day, if you probably played somebody that was a 90 and they had to work to get... Remember Chris Smooth back in the day?
Yes, bro. Yes.
You had to work to get there, so you knew he was beast.
And you respected his game because of it. Same with Modern Warfare. If somebody was an 8th prestige, you would be like...
He good.
He didn't go to a lobby. He done been grinding all the way to an 8th prestige.
Right.
That kill you. You say, oh, yeah, because he 8th prestige.
Yeah. Or you
I'm going to leave this because
you get in the lobby with some cats that's all same clan tags to all 10 prestige. You like, I'm not playing with these.
But these days, you like, he could have bought that.
Yeah, these days, there's guns on the game. You like, damn, I ain't even unlocked that joint.
That shit not even in my unlockable list.
You got to have the battle pass to get that
You got to buy the... Fuck that
Crazy,
shit.
man. They don't know about them nights playing on High Rise, Terminal.
They don't know about it. Quarry was one of my favorite joints. Look, Quarry.
Favela.
Favela.
Or Favela. They was killing us and saying
Favela. Y'all gotta admit, Favela sound like a way better name. Favela. Come on, Terrell.
You running around with an Italian.
Right. You running out there doing a nigga with a do-rag on. What's another one? You said High Rise. You said Terminal. We said... Rundown. I used to like Rundown because it was raining out there, John.
Rust.
And
1v1 me at Rust.
1v1 me, you bitch.
Yeah, remember we used to... They don't know.
Run that shit.
We used to... Your man might be 1v1 of somebody, and our whole clan we all spectating.
We all in there.
Man.
Hey, look. We took some L's them days, too.
We did.
Look, damn, Reed. Damn. Look, don't it look like Favela right there?
It's crazy, man.
What a great game.
It's a great time. 2010 to 2012, I think, or 2011 to 2012 was them days, man.
Real quick, Tech Corner. We not up for a long time. Just a quick pop-up shop for the Tech Corner today. IG is bringing back the chronological feed, believe it or not, which is dope.
Okay, is it going to be a choice?
It is going to be a choice. It's going to be 3 feeds. It's going to be apparently your home feed, which is going to be like right now where it's more like the For You page. I don't know if y'all know IG... Really just copying TikTok. Y'all if you peep IG, it's a lot of video, a lot of For You. Think about that For You TikTok page.
Yep.
Very similar to our TLs now. But now it's going to be the home page that's basically like that. There's going to be a favorites TL, which I don't know if that's just going to be a TL of your favorites, which I honestly wouldn't be too mad at that.
Your favorite people you follow and their favorite topics, that'd be dope.
That or the things that you favorite, I don't know. And then there's the following, which is supposed to only be the people you follow, chronological.
Dope.
I'm not too mad at that because it doesn't sound like they're getting ready to make us pay for anything, y'all. Twitter be doing shit, and then they want us to pay. Mm-hmm. Last but not least, and then I'll let you say yours. Sony announced the Sony VR2 recently. So shout out Sony. We got a new VR.
Oh, coming to PlayStation?
Coming to PlayStation. It's supposed to be dope. 4K, all of that.
Oh, yeah.
And they showed 2 concept cars, 2 SUVs. And the only thing I wanted to say was there's going to be brands that are on the road in 20 years, y'all, that we would have never thought. Right now, we thinking Honda, we thinking Nissan, we thinking Chevy. But you could be pulling up next to a Sony, a Samsung, a Tesla, a Apple.
That's 100.
You could be pulling up to that joint next. You never know. You saying right now, damn, I want that Chevy. But in 20 years, you can say, damn, I'm about to get that Sony. Or I'm about to get that LG car. It's crazy, but they on the way.
If you don't think they doing it. Oh, and that actually just runs right into the only tech news that I had, which is Apple is the first publicly traded company to cross $3 trillion.
$3 trillion.
They crossed $1 trillion was first in 2018. They crossed $2 trillion in 2020, and they just crossed $3 trillion to start 2022. Slated to cross $4 trillion in 2024. Ooh. Like Apple is that motherfucking company. They split off stock. Do you remember when Apple split their stocks off and sold them? And
I remember I bought a couple shares.
It was it was like buy Apple because it's cheap as fuck right now. Because they went through that whatever. Stock is already almost back to 200. It's at like 180 or something like that. And so Apple just be doing shit, man. And when they put out that Apple Car, they already got Apple CarPlay. And that's why I said even though they had $3 trillion right now, I'm putting my foot in that ring before they reach $4 trillion. Apparently they reached $2 trillion in 2018. 2020 they reached $3 trillion, and now just entering 2022 they reach $3 trillion. So to me, that sounds like every 2 years. Oh, I'm putting my foot in.
Come on, y'all. Everybody put out for them. Let's go.
You can say what you want about Apple, but they don't give a fuck about anybody but themselves. They don't care what you look at an Apple conference. They don't say, "Oh, way faster than Chromebook, way faster than." They might mention the brand, but they ain't giving it too much because we already know what we made of. $3 trillion, and already. Been in the game 30 years less than other cats.
Been in the game 30 years less and still up at the front runners. Shout out Tech Corner, man. Turn up.
Hell yeah. Did you want to talk about your Washington football team?
Yeah, but I mean, that's short for me. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I do think we should talk about AB. Only reason why I want to talk about that situation with Antonio Brown. Did you see Bruce Arians?
What'd he say?
When they asked Bruce Arians, they said, so it looks like Antonio Brown just left the field. He said that he wasn't feeling himself, like he wasn't feeling good. Bruce Arians, you know how you sit down, you're not really listening, you know somebody talking? Uh-huh. Bruce Arians sat down and said, yeah, he's no longer a Buck.
He's not a Buck anymore.
He's no longer a Buck.
Let's talk about the guys that went out there.
Let's talk about the guys that won the game. They asked him, they said, okay, like when he left the field, he said he wasn't feeling like healthy to play. And that he said he wasn't going into the game. Bruce Arians said, he wasn't? They was like, well, that's what he said, but he's saying, and then he said, well, I didn't know. Basically, Bruce Arians basically came out and said he didn't know that Antonio Brown was hurt.
But there's so many different
y'all cut him.
But they haven't cut him yet.
No, but they told him he was cut on the sideline.
But I heard a different story because I heard that they were telling him to go in, and he said he didn't want to go in, and Bruce Arians said, all right, well, then get out type shit.
Right. That's the story that they're going with. Antonio Brown's story is that he was injured. And even Adam Schefter, or whatever that dude's name is that does the NFL, he said Ian Rapp. Even he came out and was like, Antonio Brown definitely said he wasn't healthy enough to play. Bruce Arians looked funny as shit in the light. All I'm going to say is this. Are we at will right now to defend Antonio Brown amidst all of the things that he's done? Not really. However, Bruce Arians and the Bucs, y'all do look funny in the light with this situation. Because for real, you can't just say you're no longer a Cowboy. You're no longer a Philadelphia Eagle. You can't just say that to somebody on the sideline, especially if they say that they don't feel healthy enough to go in the game.
Yeah, but I don't trust AB. I don't trust him.
As much as I don't want to trust him, everybody was saying like, yeah.
You came out and said you didn't lie about the vaccine card, and they figured out that you lied.
And this is where a great example, y'all, when you do shit in your past, people are going to bring that up, even when it has nothing to do with this one situation right now.
But
you're basically saying you don't believe his story because you didn't believe him about the vaccine card because you ended up lying about that. And it's like, damn, he's fucked.
But if somebody lied,
classic boy who cried wolf. Classic boy who cried wolf.
Yep.
That's why I said
AB leaving the way he left, bro. He could never step back on that field with the Bucs. You left him. You threw do you see this is what was crazy is the receiver that was sitting there next to the bench that he threw his shoulder pass. If y'all look at that receiver, he was looking at AB like, damn, like he threw the shoulder pass and they slid right next to the dude. Go back and look at it. He could never go back out there with them. Y'all, you left us out here when we was down 24-10 to the Jets, where we need you because you know we just lost Godwin for the year. And you gonna walk like that and we came back and win? Oh, fuck you for real.
He had already was putting in work on the field. They already showed the play that he was making.
But Terrance, he still left.
To me, y'all quarterback knows I'm a playmaker. Y'all know it. If they would have told me, and my question to you was AB wrong? Because for real, yes. It looks wrong because it's the classic case of it's your last day at Walmart, you pick up the intercom. Hey, y'all, it's my last day at Walmart. Fuck Martin, he's the worst manager ever. Fuck Tasha, she's a bitch. Didn't ever let me get my off day. I'm out this bitch. Fuck y'all. Look, you walk around, fuck y'all. Right? Who's in the wrong? Of course that person that right there that's leaving the company that way. However, what they do to make her do that? Because for real, how is Antonio Brown going to react to you saying, oh, you don't want to go in the game? Well, then you're no longer a Buck. Fuck
Terrance,
y'all.
he didn't say that.
Arians came and said he's no longer a Buck.
He
You
said
saw
that
what
after
happened.
the game. I would have said the same shit if
They
you step
said-
off like that
they
and run
said-
across the end zone.
Bro, they said-
Terrance, there's no defending this nigga.
But this is my thing. You know how somebody will put it like this, Terrell. You a very good example of this. There will be people who will tell you a no or tell you some shit, and they don't think that you're gonna respond the way that you respond. Then when you respond and blow the fuck up, they sitting there looking real surprised. Wow, he stormed out. He was really pissed off at us. Cause y'all really underestimated
How will react?
how he looks at himself. Antonio Brown was telling Terrell.
But Terrance-
Antonio Brown is not a broke person. He's not that player that was sitting on the NFL bench over there that probably has to sit right there. He set his life up to where he believes that he's good.
But you can't
And my
ignore
thing
all
is-
of the bullshit that he's done
You're
to
right.
team after team.
You're right. But what we also not going to ignore is Bruce Arians, you coming back with a completely different story than him. He left that way. Yeah, but guess what? Y'all story still isn't adding up. So if the story really is that y'all told him you're no longer a Buck and he said, oh, I'm no longer a Buck because I don't want to go in the game, can't you see Antonio Brown saying, bet, I'll take my fucking shoulder pads off. I don't
Terrance, he
need none
didn't-
of this shit.
They don't say. They never said that he said he
Fuck
was no
y'all.
longer a Buck on the field. They said he told him to get out though.
Nah, they told him that he was cut from the team on the sideline, Terrell.
Terrance, you're going off of shit that you don't know is the fact.
Terrell, that's a fact.
Ian Rapp didn't say that they said that.
That's from AB's side.
We
And all
don't
I'm-
believe you, AB.
That's all I'm going to say.
We can't, even as much as we want to, we can't.
When you black in this country, there's got to be somebody that looks at it.
But
it's
Terrance,
easy for them to villainize.
I will not let
it's
you
easy
do that.
for them to villainize
I will
Antonio
not
Brown.
let you do that because
but if they told,
Antonio Brown has too much lying in his past where we can't. He's
What's-
a nigga that Harriet would have put, she would have shot his ass in the leg and left.
Mike Brown.
You too much of a
Terrell,
liability.
Mike Brown went in there and roughed that dude up, took his relos or his backwoods. Mike Brown was walking around the block. He said, I don't give a fuck about niggas. Fuck y'all. Was he the best person ever? No. Did he deserve them bullets, Terrell? No. It ain't about your past. Does AB have a fucked up past? Yeah, but guess what? He lied about the vaccination thing. But
So we can't really believe your story because you lied.
Terrell, whoa. But would y'all believe Aaron Rodgers' story? You feel me? Y'all don't want to believe AB because he lied about some shit that even y'all MVP this year, y'all saying lied about. He lied too. Because why? He was just trying to play. AB lied, yeah, but he was also putting in work for y'all motherfuckers. Buccaneers scored a touchdown in y'all Super Bowl. My thing is, even y'all quarterback, the GOAT, knows how great AB is. That's why even after they cut him, they was like, whoa, we don't even really know if he's cut all the way yet. And then it came out where the respect really is what got him cut. But for real, his talent keeps him on that team. My thing is,
You right.
if they talk to him any type of way crazy, it don't matter what the fuck he's done in his past. You talk to a crazy motherfucker gonna have that response. And I think Bruce Arians, the way he got up there and was like, he's no longer a Buck. You saw what happened. He walked off the field. Oh, yeah, he said he walked off because y'all told him he was cut, but he said he wasn't healthy to go in. He wasn't? Oh, you don't know this. But it's been reported. But you don't know that? Now y'all look funny in the light. And my thing is, I'm not at will to just say flush the black man down the toilet. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck if he robbed 2 people, 3, 4, 5 people. Oh, they said he did some shit. It's easy for them to point and say, of course he did it. Look at what he's done in his past. That's what they always do with us.
Nah, you right about that. You right. We can't villainize him because of the shit in his past. And
But you right.
Because
I can't really help him because he's a boy that cried wolf.
Because if Aaron Rodgers say that, what's the Packers coach name? Coach, it's not Stefanski.
LaFleur?
Yeah, if Aaron Rodgers was to say Matt LaFleur talked crazy to him, people would believe him. Even though he lied about his immunization. I'm immunized.
If he comes out and said they've been treating me like shit, I just want to get out of this franchise, they would not villainize.
He said that the whole offseason.
Yeah, they still love him. Discount double check, right?
But he's also...
Did he win a Super Bowl recently?
But
Did he help win a Super Bowl recently? Because
yeah, but
Antonio Brown just did
Antonio Brown has too much,
You're right.
like I was saying, with other football clubs that we can't take your word for. Like, you're right. They villainized Mike Brown to validate him being shot like that.
Right.
And to make him a monster. They did it with Trayvon. They did it with Freddie Gray. They did it with they did it with almost everyone. They go and they pass. That's what they do.
Yeah.
So you're right about that. But at the same time, with AB and these football clubs, we have gone to bat for you.
Yeah.
And then been, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they said, when it was speculation that he had lied about what happened in with the vaccine card, we stood by you then and figured out you was lying. So you made us look stupid.
He didn't make y'all look stupid. The lady came out and snitched on him.
We said, how do we know that he's lying? We was like, how do we know that he had a fake card? And then it came out that, yeah, he actually did have a fake card.
He had a fake card, but he never said, hey, y'all, I'm vaccinated. Well, I guess he did say I'm good.
He told the team that. And that's the only difference between him and A-Rod. But you're right, though. The shit that happened with the Raiders, AB was right about a lot of shit. He was right about the Raiders organization being racist. He was right about the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
He lied about having the vaccination, right? And got a 4-game suspension. A-Rod did the same thing, got suspended, no games. Did A-Rod eventually get the vaccination? No. Like, it's not a crime to not have the vaccination.
Right.
I don't think him lying about it. Look, he lied about the vaccine card. Fuck the vaccine card.
Ah, but he lied. You can't lie about it, Terrance. It's actually a federal offense. You can go to jail for that now.
If you black.
That's no, Terrance, anybody.
Because I guess since Aaron
Rodgers told his team he was
vaccinated, that's not the same as lying about the card.
No, because Aaron Rodgers told his team he got vaccinated his own way, so they knew.
So that's not the same as lying about the card.
As to where AB lied about being vaccinated and wasn't. That's the only difference. Both fucked up. Aaron Rodgers should have damn. Aaron Rodgers should have definitely. God damn.
Aaron Rodgers. I'm negative.
I'm negative. I just got a cough.
You negative, you sure?
I'm positive. I'm 100%
Nigga had a faint
negative.
Line. He had a faint line on his.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Look, Aaron Rodgers should have definitely got suspended for that shit. He got fined $14,000. That's a slap on the wrist. That's nothing to a nigga that's making millions of dollars a year. $14,000? That's like if I charge you. That's literally like if I fine you $70
or $150. Yeah.
Okay, I'll pay it. Whatever. Bet. That's nothing. So I do think that's bullshit, and you're right about that. But there are differences. But
all I'm going to say is I'm not here to villainize my man AB before we know all the details. But I'm not going to stand on a very strong stance. I can be proven wrong with details.
Now you're right.
I'm just saying, Bruce Arians always gave me weird vibes. Him and Mike McCarthy.
He never liked AB. He never wanted AB.
I don't think he ever liked him.
Brady.
I don't think he liked him.
And Arians, you better be grateful because you got that gold last year because of one Tom Brady and
Antonio Brown. Fuck that. He scored a touchdown in your Super Bowl. You loved him then. Y'all loved that when he be cooking for y'all.
But they kept AB on a short leash. And I don't think AB career over.
I don't think his career over. I think
next year somebody gonna say, fuck it, we'll take him.
Look at how good he was just doing.
The
game before that, he had a beast-ass game.
He performs too well to, what, nobody gonna sign him because what?
Right, nobody's picking him up.
But a lot of people don't want to bring that friction to their locker room, bro. Who want to deal with that? Somebody will, though.
The Bucs got all the way to a Super Bowl.
On the back of that. But you know, before we get there, I did want to talk about the Washington football team because y'all really low-key kind of fucked up.
Yeah, we fucking up. We got new uniforms coming out on the 2nd. February 2/2/22. Believe it or not, that's Groundhog Days. So they saying that we might be the Groundhogs. So the name changes that we getting ready to have is either going to be Commanders, it's either going to be Brigade, it's going to be Armada, it's going to be Admirals.
There's a bunch of websites and shit going around. No, but nothing's official yet.
I'm gonna keep it 100, y'all. I wish we would have just changed the colors. I wish we would have went to red, white, and blue. People don't agree. People think that burgundy and gold is some of the most prominent colors in sports. I felt like it was when we were the Redskins. Now, being a new team, we're just going to look like, oh, they used to be the Redskins, but somebody bitched them and made them change their name, and they look the exact same.
How you feel about the Stars?
I don't like the Stars. I mean, I'm a Redskin fan.
Y'all obviously don't know that it's the fucking DC flag,
and guess what? We don't give a fuck about the DC flag when it comes to the Washington Redskins because it's never been associated with our logo. We never had stars on our shit. And we've been looking at Redskins versus the biggest star in the league, Cowboys. We don't like stars. My thing is this. Put the stars on the uniform. Fuck it. If we're going to be the Armada or the Commanders and you want to put it for DC, we don't give a fuck. We just feel like
there's no other
y'all
DC.
Didn't want to pick y'all couldn't find anything else.
There's no other DC team that has stars. None of them. The Wizards might have had a few little ones, maybe, but the Nationals have no star. The
Wizards 100% have a star.
The Capitals don't have one. The Wizards have a wizard. It's like a wizard and a shooting star.
Terrell, that's not our logo anymore.
What the fuck is y'all stupid ass logo now?
It's a basketball with the monument in the middle.
Where the star at?
In the very middle of it. Well, look at the top of the monument in the Washington Wizards logo. It's a fucking star.
And it's the DC flag built into it, too. That's dope.
And that's what I wanted. All right, bet.
Damn, that actually is dope.
Look, if we're going to be the Armada, if we're going to be the Commanders, switch our colors to real DC colors, which is red, white, and blue. I'm sorry to any Washington fan that might be listening to this, but our colors are burgundy and gold because of the Redskins, yes. But real DC colors, the Mystics are red, white, and blue. The DC United soccer team, red, white, and blue. The Nationals, red, white, and blue.
DC United with black.
DC United, red, white, and blue, Terrell. Look, red, black, and blue, but bottom line, you see it.
They have a blue alternative.
Blue alternative, bottom line, it's all relative, that DC color. Red, white, and, burgundy and gold is cool, but if we're not going to be the Redskins,
just retire the whole
the whole scheme.
The Rams retired they whole old colorways.
That's my thing. That gold and whatever, get rid of that.
New look.
New bright color.
New city, new color, new logo.
The unis that we've released,
they had the best rebranding rollout of any team.
New stadium, and we can afford it. We're the 5th most valuable franchise in the league. And we about to pick up a bullshit ass name like Commanders.
And y'all have the 3rd most cap space. Do you know that?
Bro, but to me, they've been saying that about the Skins for so long, it don't even matter. Who gives a fuck? Who give a fuck? Bottom line, we're going to be the same team, just with a different, we might as well just keep Washington football team. They say our logo might be that Washington with the W on our helmet. Really? That's our logo? We couldn't pick anything. Like, we was all upset about Red Wolves because at least we could say we was the Wolves. Wolf Pack, the stadium could be called the Den. Yep. We could howl. It gives the fans a reason to get involved. Commanders and military. I'm so fucking done, I swear to God. I will love this team forever. But I would be lying if I said I was excited, bro. Not about Commanders, not about Brigade, none of it. Hey, did y'all Eagles fans, shout out to Eagles fans, y'all whooped our ass, fuck it, whatever. Did y'all see our stadium also falling apart? Eagles fans
y'all stadium has been, I was going to tell you that. Y'all stadium has been falling apart the entire year. Floods, fans getting wet, and the latest, you almost injured a franchise quarterback in Jalen Hurts. And the only reason Jalen Hurts spoke out about it is because the fans said that the Washington football team staff didn't offer them any medical assistance or even check at all.
Terrell, we was at that game. You know damn well they black asses didn't offer, not that game, but that stadium, I'm sorry. You know that staff didn't offer shit. When we sat in our seats, it wasn't even the girl to say, what seat are you in? We could have just walked down and sat wherever the fuck we wanted for real.
Yep.
Because our franchise going through so much, y'all, a lot, especially behind closed doors in the workplace, people don't want to work for them. We got the most worst, horrible motherfuckers in the DMV working there, y'all.
Yep.
You go there and it's like you went to the metro or some shit. You like, what the fuck? Where the fuck am I? Where the fuck did they get these motherfuckers working here? You'll have an old ass behind the counter with a raincoat on fixing the food or getting the food. Why is he wearing a raincoat?
Yeah.
With security and the neon. But he's getting my tenders. Son, it's weird. All I would say is there's not a lot of reasons to smile, from COVID to injuries to our fucking stadium embarrassing us, to our owner being a fucking asshole, to us not having a name, new uniforms that don't look promising, groundhogs.
Washington Groundhogs.
It's just not a lot to smile about, but I'm going to tell y'all, this is a part of the 9. This is it.
This is it, man.
In 20 years, I'm still going to be a fan, and I'm going to say, damn, remember we changed the name? Y'all remember when we went through that? Back when we was going through Corona? I'm still going to be here, are you? We'll see. But yeah.
Because if y'all like the Bills, a lot of people don't remember when the Bills was some shit. When the Chiefs was some shit. I've been a Broncos fan 24 years. We used to dog the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Pre Alex Smith, we was dogging them. They was 3-13. Now they a household name, three Super Bowl appearances.
Everybody's favorite player, double Madden covers.
My boy, Quinn, we used to laugh at Quinn behind the Buccaneers before they got Brady.
Because they had Winston, fuck the Buccaneers.
The Bills was some shit when they had Marshawn Lynch. They was trash. Marshawn Lynch was great, but that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't
the Bills have Fitzpatrick at one point? Like, the Bills had who as their quarterback before Allen?
Yeah, the Bills was some shit. But a lot of these teams gonna make that flip. One day your flip gonna come. Look, we was some shit, and then we got Peyton Manning.
All it takes is like they were just talking about how Burrow and Chase, they've already completely changed the Bengals franchise and flipped it upside down.
100.
Look at what you were just talking about the Bills. You got Allen, Stephon Diggs,
they
and some other household names. Yep. Once you have those players, look, the Bills this offseason, if they don't win nothing, they can go get them a tough-ass running back. They can go get them a tough-ass linebacker, tough-ass cornerback.
You just add greatness.
Adding. Mm-hmm. With
Josh Allen is generational talent.
We still looking for our main guy. It just seems like...
Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's run through these picks, man. It's week 18. It's the last week of the season. For everybody that hates the NFL picks, this is the last week of regular season. Then we got playoffs, and then we're going to be out of this shit.
Yep. And look, Steelers fans, shout out Big Ben, retired 18 years.
First, I don't give a fuck when nobody say Big Ben is a first ballot Hall of Famer. His record is like 100-something and 60-something. He got two Super Bowls, one Super Bowl MVP, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he won, but he got 2 Super Bowl rings, 8 Pro Bowl, first ballot. Some of y'all niggas
Big Ben got 2 Super Bowls?
2 Super Bowl rings. Y'all trying to put Devin Hester in their first ballot. No. Nigga ran back.
Yes. Devin Hester's the best returner of all time. Don't shit on him.
Somebody, I'm not going to shit on him. But somebody with 2 rings, 8 Pro Bowls, their first ballot. If that motherfucker's first ballot for just running back the most kickoffs.
Terrell, he was one of the most electrifying kickoff returners ever. Big Ben, is he one of the most electrifying even Steelers quarterbacks ever? No.
You was a...
Well, yeah, he is.
You was one
of the most...
y'all.
But yeah.
The Bears went to a Super Bowl with Devin Hester. He won...
Let's just say you could give Big Ben his flowers. Don't shit on Devin Hester because he deserves to be first ballot.
All y'all that want to just throw Devin Hester... And look, they have Calvin Johnson on there too to go to the Hall of Fame.
He's already going there with a dog.
Megatron was a beast. This man has rings.
You're right. I'm not even arguing that. You're right. Because it makes it seem like I'm arguing it. I agree that Big Ben is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I just don't like you shitting on Devin Hester. Because look, you're right. Maybe he's not first ballot, but like we really want the respect put on Devin Hester's name. Shout out Devin Hester was just on I Am Athlete podcast. I love Devin. I love people like Devin Hester. Like, especially when they come on a show like a podcast, where you get to know them a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because you already kind of like them for what they've done. Like, I loved Michael Vick as a youngin', but I feel like my love for Michael Vick went up when he went in the media. I love Michael Vick in the media. I just love to see him. I'm like, look at this brother. Like, literally went to jail. Literally had everything, the trials and tribulations of life happen to him. He's able to do this media shit. Man, that's a black man's success. And he a hood legend, like Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson go any hood in the world, he good.
Yeah.
Any hood. All right, my bad.
No, you good. I just think it's hella people that still need to go before some of these people y'all trying to put in that don't even have rings. That's it.
You right.
But let's get to these NFL picks.
First game is Chiefs-Broncos.
First game is us. They moved our game to Saturday because I think of COVID or something. I don't know.
I don't know, COVID or something. I don't know.
I don't know why they moved our game forward. We already have COVID. You know what I'm saying? Y'all moved our game a day earlier. We got to be ready a day earlier.
They trying to get y'all bum-ass niggas out the way early.
Honestly,
I'm going with the Chiefs. Them bum-ass niggas not going to come ready.
The Chiefs are trying to get this number 1 spot in the AFC. So are they going to sit Pat Mahomes and let us just go out there and do that to them? No.
They know they let them go up 20 first.
They know they got to dog us. And then, so our game's at 4:30. Honestly, I'm picking my Broncos to win. Nah, you know what, Broncos? I've had it. I'm joining everybody else. The Chiefs are going to win. I'm sick of us this year. I just hope we lose so bad so everybody can get fired. 8:15 is the game of the week. I don't care what nobody say. Eagles-Cowboys.
Eagles-Cowboys. Believe it or not, y'all, I'm going with the Cowboys. The Cowboys just put Micah Parsons on the COVID-19 reserve list, so he won't be playing this week. Yep. And you know what? I still think that the Cowboys will go out there and beat the Eagles. I'm sorry, Eagles fans. I know y'all just beat us.
I'm picking them motherfucking Cowboys. Fuck the Eagles. I hate the Eagles.
I was just going to say this. Eagles, I know y'all beat us, and I know this is the game that y'all probably should go out there and beat the Cowboys. And if y'all do, I'll actually be happy. But for real, I just don't think the Eagles are that team that is going to do what we want a team to do to the Cowboys. If the Eagles go out there and win by a field goal, it'll be cool. It'll be nice to see. I'm sure it'll feel good, but I'm picking the Cowboys to win the game because, look, both these teams got something to play for. Cowboys still haven't locked up the division yet. You feel me?
The Cowboys won the division. They clinched. Stop saying that.
Nah.
The Eagles have no chance of winning the division.
Well,
they don't.
Well, not the division, but I mean, like, they still trying to get their playoff spot all the way together. They're not sitting people. They going out there and playing them Eagles.
Sure. 100. The Eagles still trying to fight.
Eagles still fighting too. So this is a huge game.
I'm picking the Eagles.
I'm going with the Cowboys.
I'm picking the motherfucking Eagles.
The Eagles, y'all did not even look that good against us, and we, I'm sorry, are trash. We had the most confidence. Y'all know I got the most confidence. But Eagles, even without Micah Parsons, I'm not going to be the person that says, oh, yeah, since I say fuck the Cowboys, I'm picking the Eagles. Fuck that. Cowboys, even without Micah Parsons, are going to beat these bum-ass niggas. Because Eagles, let's keep it 100. Y'all some shit. Y'all haven't beat nobody substantial. Do you know that? The Eagles haven't beat anybody with a winning record this year. All the teams that y'all beat have been trash, including y'all. Cowboys, please go out here and dub these niggas and then go lose.
Cowboys beat them real bad the first time. I don't know. Sorry, Eagles fan. I'm
so
on y'all side this week.
Like, I'm happy for y'all, but y'all not as good as y'all think y'all are. And y'all getting ready to be humbled without Micah Parsons. Cowboys.
Green Bay and Lions. Green Bay. Green Bay already locked up the final spot, so if they smart, they'll sit. Now, they say it's going to be Jordan Love versus the Lions. I'm still picking the Packers.
I'm still going Pack.
Because I think the Lions is going to try and go ahead and sweep this spot from the Jaguars, who also about to go out there and I think might lose. But the Lions going to say, shit, fuck it, we about to get this pick.
And they said the Lions right now got a number 2 pick. So they really are trying to go out there and lose.
Yeah.
Well, they're not trying to lose.
Nobody tries to lose, but
they want to, yeah.
Let's keep it above. So, Packers. Colts are going out there trying to still solidify their spot, and I love the Colts, and we just started watching.
Wow, I didn't even pick for Colts and Jaguars. Wow.
Colts. We just started watching the Colts Hard Knocks. If y'all ain't watched that?
Yeah, the Colts have an in-season Hard Knocks.
That joint is actually pretty good, y'all. If you like Hard Knocks, I was like, in-season, I'm not watching that shit. I don't know why I said that, because I love it. Yeah, I love Jonathan Taylor, love Darius Leonard. So
the ownership for the Colts is just... You can tell they strict, like very thick.
They give a fuck. They in the locker room after the game.
Yeah.
Our owner we are in the shambles. I'm not going to make it about us.
The owner's daughters was looking at Jonathan Taylor. They were like, you did awesome.
Yeah.
They were young. I said, oh, he better be on his P's and Q's around them two
Remember Willie Beeman was talking to Miss, what's her name? Damn, what was the name? I forget their name.
Oh, you remember when Can't Get Right? Remember when Can't Get Right was waving and Martin was like, no, don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that. That's how it felt like. Yo.
Let me tell y'all. Shout out to my boy Elijah. He has his own podcast too where they talk about movies and stuff. Damn, I wish I knew the name of it.
Shout out Eli.
But Elijah was like, Any Given Sunday is on HBO, and if you haven't seen it, you have to go watch it. It's the best football movie of all time.
Best football movie of all time.
I don't give a fuck about the program. Friday Night Lights.
Longest Yard.
Remember the Titans is great. But Any Given Sunday, to me, when it's raw football, the drugs behind the scene, the celebrity that the NFL, it's the best NFL-based movie to me.
No, they created an entire league. I know what you mean when you say that. But they created an entire league of their own. They didn't use no NFL teams. They were the Sharks. They had their own franchise, own stadium. Everything was not. And you know who that is? That's Oliver Stone.
Oliver Stone, yep.
And Oliver Stone is that nigga. Have y'all ever seen Oliver Stone did my movie?
True Romance?
True Romance. And he did, no, Oliver Stone didn't do True Romance. True Romance was done by who? Oliver Stone did Natural Born Killers. And that was OC.
True Romance was done by QT.
True Romance written by QT. Do not tell me the director of the movie, Terrell. Tony Scott.
Let's go!
These niggas can never play with my knowledge out here. Tony Scott.
It was Tony Scott. But
Oliver Stone, no. If you know Oliver Stone now.
Oh, yeah.
His directing style definitely helped Any Given Sunday.
Pacino, Jamie Foxx, Cameron Diaz, LL Cool
J.
The
legend.
T.O.'s in it catching. He's a youth receiver.
T.O. just
in his prime. Oh, who else in it? Bill Bellamy.
You say Cameron Diaz already?
Yeah, LT. Lawrence Taylor plays Lawrence Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor is Lawrence Taylor in that joint. Look, you even got what's the name in it? What's his name? Brown? Joe Brown?
Oh yeah, Joe Brown's in it.
It's like, bro, that movie is amazing.
HBO Max. If you've never seen Any Given Sunday, you want to watch one of the best football movies that's just raw as fuck about ownership, being a rising black QB, drugs.
Being an older QB that's still trying to stay in your way.
Mel Gibson's in it. Or is that Dennis Quaid?
Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, it's Dennis Quaid. My bad.
Damn.
It's just a great movie. I'm sorry to go on that. Sorry. Colts.
Yeah. I'm going with the Colts versus the Jaguars. I'm going with the Colts for sure.
The Colts are fighting too. Washington and Giants. Friction there.
Yeah.
Joe Judge said, "Man, fuck them Washington football."
Joe Judge, the Giants coach came out and said, "Yeah, we're not a fucked up franchise. We're not fighting on the sidelines." Wow. Okay, so you talking about us, bet.
Right, and you got who? What's his name? At your quarterback, and you talking shit like this? The third guy?
That's what I'm saying. Fuck him. And my thing is like, damn, when we came and talked to him, our media team stepped to him and said, yo, we trying to ask you some questions. He said, nah, fuck them. I'm not taking no questions from their media team. All right, bet. Y'all, I didn't even really want to win this game. I said, fuck it, the season's over with. But guess what? Giants fans, y'all got an L coming to end the season for that bullshit y'all coach did. And when we smack y'all in y'all mouth, we going to point right at the nigga who said that bullshit and said you can thank him right there.
Complete the sweep. I'm going to go with Washington, too. I just think y'all will win because their quarterback situation is all the way fucked up.
Even though we some trash. If y'all beat us, y'all know it ain't going to be too much talk from me. Y'all see I done balled it down.
Don't fold.
Nah, not folding, but...
He went out there and he folded on his sack.
Nah, y'all know who I'm going for.
Get his ass.
I'm not fighting for these niggas.
I heard him.
Look, I didn't fold. It ain't no point in fighting for these niggas. I was stadium falling down on niggas.
All right. Bears, Vikings, rivalry. I'm going to go with
I'm going Vikings. This is going to be a big game for Zimmer and Cousins. Cousins coming back off that COVID list.
Oh, okay, yeah. And I think that game would have been different last week if I think it would have been a little bit tighter if Cousins played versus Aaron Rodgers. I would have loved to see that. But I'm going to pick the Vikings as well. You got Titans and Texans. Titans are the number 1 seed in the AFC. I never saw that coming. And Derrick Henry is back this week.
And I'm picking the Titans.
I'm picking the Titans 100%.
100%. Texans, I feel like y'all have some surprising moments. And if this is another one, kudos to y'all. But I'm going Titans.
Another game of the week is Steelers-Ravens. Loser is not in the playoffs.
I'm going to go with who did I pick? Steelers. I just feel like the Steelers are on a run. This is going to be Big Ben's last regular season game. In Baltimore, I feel like the story is sweet for the Steelers if they win. You're going to be against a team in Baltimore who I don't think has Lamar.
Yeah.
I don't think they have Lamar. Their defense is banged up like fuck. Shout out my boy Izzy. I be seeing him on the TL going through it. I'm going to just go with the Steelers. Ravens, you never know.
I'm picking the Ravens because I fucking hate the Steelers. I'm happy for Big Ben.
Yeah.
But I hate the Steelers.
You dress like a Steelers fan right now. You could be right in Steel City with a terrible towel, boy. Weird nigga. You're not even at the game. You're just a truck driver driving outside the game with a terrible towel.
You look like one of our fans. You look like a Joe Burrow fan. I'm going to pick the Steelers, man. Fuck it.
Oh, wow. He switched his...
I hate the Steelers, but honestly, Big Ben, I would like to see him get that W. And the Ravens, y'all are trash. Let's keep it a buck. But y'all that have lost...
injury.
Everybody's injured.
No, but the Ravens would be way better if they weren't that injured. The Ravens would be a team that'd be better.
I could say we would be way better if we didn't have injuries.
So the Ravens lost their star running back in their last preseason game against us.
The niggas, they end up being a top rushing team still.
But still, they lost him. They lost their
Tyler Huntley is a beast.
They lost their second string running back. And they was out there with their third. Huntley, yeah, but come on. That's like people saying, Heineke can actually win y'all game. Nah, he's the backup.
Okay, but that's like y'all saying that we can't say y'all trash because y'all got Heineke. These
niggas, if a team don't have their quarterback, you cannot sit there and judge them.
The Ravens was not supposed to lose 8 games this season.
Sure, they're an injury. They are an injured team. If you follow Ravens fans,
Ravens fans, turn it to the Titans. The Titans are the most injured team in the league. Lost Derrick Henry, 11-5.
Sure, they're not the most injured team in the league.
They 100% were. 100% the Titans were the number 1.
Are they still though? Because the Ravens don't have their quarterback. And I don't think people realize how big of a loss that is.
Other teams don't have their quarterback.
And which ones are good?
Titans.
The Titans have their quarterback.
They calling him Tannehill.
Yo, this is what I was going to tell you about Tannehill. Tannehill threw for less than 120 yards his last 3 games, apparently. This game, they said he had 2 tutties. I think he had like a $175, but they said before that, they said the catalyst to their, or the real reason for the Titans' offense is they rushing attack. It's not the passing.
He got comeback player of the year last year. See how that shit come back to bite
The
you?
Texans could go out there and sneak job them boys. But what we on?
Derrick Henry's back. We picked the Steelers. We got Bengals, Browns.
Bengals. Browns aren't playing Baker Mayfield because it's the end of the year.
Oh, yeah, they're going to let the other
Burrow and them probably won't pay anybody either, but the Bengals defense is, to me, I don't see.
The Vikings want. Oh, I didn't get to say this about the Vikings, but they want their coach gone, bro. Did you see they asked him about the rookie, and he was like, they were like, do you want to see the rookie play the last game and just not play Kirk? And he was like, I seen him every day. Okay.
Hell, what had to
Fucked up. They were like, if I was a rookie, I'd take that shit personal. But I'm picking the Bengals too. Burrow and Chase.
Shout out Bengals fans, man. I know it's a great time.
It's dope too because Joe Burrow last year
Broke his ACL.
tore his ACL early, and we really get to, right when he was starting to like show up.
Yeah.
And so for him to have a season like this, dope as fuck.
Took that season off. Now y'all bring in Chase.
Browns need to go back to the drawing board. Do you believe Skip Bayless where he says that Baker Mayfield could go somewhere, is going to get cut, go somewhere else and shine, or do you think are you taking the Shannon route where he's going to be just like Joe Flacco? He's going to be just like.
I don't think it's fair. I mean, at one point, this man had Jarvis Landry, OBJ, that dude, something Higgins, like
Had
you
a
had
beat-
Njoku.
Yeah.
Y'all have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. Y'all got a beast-ass team and was supposed to be going to the fucking Super Bowl. We didn't forget that, Browns fans. And we not going to act like Odell Beckham Jr.
Right.
was holding y'all back from that greatness. Nah. I think Baker Mayfield, it's time for you to kind of, you now have a prove-it year again.
What if he goes to Washington?
He's not coming to Washington. I am praying that we don't get anybody that didn't work already. If they didn't work somewhere else, the one place that they will not work is Washington. We have too many things that we need. And a quarterback is number one. For real, we needed that Dwayne Haskins pick to kind of work out so we could just build from there. The fact that we got to go and get a quarterback now,
Yeah.
I even think we're going to be not that good next year. We're going to do whatever we can to get a quarterback and fail to put shit around him.
Y'all need
Hopefully have a defense.
losing Trent Williams.
Bro, you need your quarterback. Man, losing Trent Williams is one of the biggest sales of our franchise.
He's the best lineman in the league.
Yeah. Getting ready to have one of the highest graded Pro Football Focus ratings of all time for a year.
Yeah.
At like 98.7.
Yeah.
And he used
And
to be,
niggas slept on that Rashawn Slater pick.
and he was a Rose Bowl favorite. For real.
Yeah. What's the young boy that played for the Chiefs? They say he like the rookie of the year. O-line. I forget his name.
Damn, see,
They was like they won't. Damn, I forget. But all right, bet. Let's go. 49ers and Rams. I'm picking the Rams, man. The Rams is on fire. Shout out to Von Miller. 3 sacks, 5 QB hits in the last 3 games. Just love that for him.
I'm going Rams because the Rams still have something to play for, believe it or
The
not.
49ers 9-7. They still trying to get in.
Yeah, but Trey Lance played last game and they won. Apparently Jimmy G didn't play because of injury, but Jimmy G might be playing this game. Y'all niggas ain't got no chemistry.
I'm going to pick the Rams too, man.
And let me tell you, on that first game, Deebo Samuel punched the Rams right in their mouth. That first game. So I'm feeling like they're not feeling that.
Yeah.
Jalen Ramsey versus Deebo Samuel. I'm going Jalen Ramsey this time around.
Yeah. Do you think TJ Watt gets the record from Michael Strahan? He's a sack and a half away.
Yeah.
Against the Ravens?
Oh, yeah. Against that. This is a good opportunity.
It's a good opportunity, yeah. Let the man have it. Straight hand, hoping he not. Buccaneers, Panthers.
Bucs.
Panthers suck.
Panthers
Did worse than we did, and we was both 3-0. So y'all suck. We at least won 7 games, Panthers. And y'all got Cam. If we had Cam, we'd be
Cardinals, Seahawks. Because this is dragging. We talking shit about every game.
All right, I'm picking the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are back hot.
I'm picking the Cardinals too. I don't know if what's the name is coming back. Not AB. What's his name? D-Hop. But even without him, I'm going with the Cardinals. The Seahawks have a horrible pass defense.
Yeah. The Cardinals did good without James Conner and without their starting corner. So I'm picking
That's
the Cardinals.
crazy. The Cowboys lost to them with nobody for real.
Yeah. Patriots, Dolphins.
I'm going Patriots, man. They just put up 50. And they definitely not about to go out there and lose to the Dolphins, who about to try to come out there and be Buck. Even if the Patriots sit Mac Jones, I'm still going Pats.
This is in Miami. I'm picking the Dolphins. They want this win. They're 8-8.
Tua ain't really been the best.
Nigga, they won 7 games in a row.
But Tua ain't been the best in them games.
Man, whatever. I'm picking the Dolphins.
I'm going Pats.
Saints, Falcons.
Falcons just lost after catching 3 picks on
Tannehill?
on Allen.
On Allen. Oh, okay.
I still feel like the Saints are going to win just because, to me, the Saints are just the Saints still have
that defense.
A reason to fight, too. They still in the playoff picture. The Falcons are not. The Falcons could play upset, but you know what? I'm going with the Saints. I'm sorry.
I'm going to go with the Saints, too, on the strength of that defense.
And they have Kamara playing. Like, bet.
Jets, Bills. The Bills are fighting for that top spot still.
I'm
picking the Bills. And it's in Buffalo. Jets, no. Sorry. Even though you almost beat Brady. And then
the Sunday night game.
No Monday night game this week.
I thought that was weird, too.
Chargers and Raiders. The Chargers and Raiders are both playing for a playoff spot. If they tie, they both go to the playoffs. So that's a big-ass game. Loser is out.
It took me a minute to pick a winner for this one, but I'm going to go Chargers. I've liked the Chargers all year. For the last game of the season, winner go to the playoffs. I'm going to go with the Chargers, stealing that one from the Raiders. Raiders have had a rough season. Yeah. Y'all not going to win nothing if y'all go.
And they just lost their number 1 draft pick rookie, Nate Hobbs, the cornerback.
Y'all not going to win shit if y'all go to the playoffs. So y'all might as well just let the Chargers go. I mean, like.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers because I hate the Raiders. I'd never pick y'all. Fuck y'all. Let's go Chargers.
Yeah.
Even though y'all beat us last week, it was embarrassing. But
shout out to everybody that's watching the podcast on YouTube. Shout out to the Niners. That's the realest 9 that's watching on 100. Patreon. Turn up. We love y'all. We support everybody who supports us. Hey, this was a long podcast this time around. But
a long-ass podcast, especially after the last week. It was a little shorter.
I probably should be warranted definitely because we had a short week last week because of Corona.
Yeah. 2 things I want to say. Shout out to everybody that's watching at Gunna. We just revisited one of y'all begged us for that the last time we couldn't deliver, but we just put that out on Patreon, which is a vibe to that.
Which was great. We're going to try to do a whole lot more content like that.
They don't even know.
That was so much of a vibe.
Yeah. And then big shout out to the teachers and nurses and the people that work medical and essential because they literally are not paying them more because they know they're passionate about their jobs.
Right.
And so they're less willing to leave, but they're being taken advantage of. And so shout out to all of the people that work in healthcare and teach because
100.
It's tough for y'all, but that's all I got.
They're the main ones doing it the real way, I would say.
Hell yeah.
All right, y'all enjoy y'all Friday. Y'all stay safe. Omicron's out here. We still got IHU coming our way. Mask up, dog.
Yes, sir. New music to listen to, man. Hold on. Until next time.